Nearly forgot to throw some clothes in the washer, and I just noticed it's 11. So I can't fucking wait too long to do that.
Go ahead. Just a second.
Did somebody say something?
Cade, he's talking very lightly.
Am I?
You are, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, hold on. Why does it keep doing this? Does that sound better?
Nope.
No.
That is not a great setting.
Sumner, please get the fuck out the AoE.
That better?
Not really.
How about that?
Yeah.
Is it too loud?
No.
No.
That's actually really good.
I just turned up my microphone boost to maximum, which is probably what my PC had before. Oh, okay. Why does it still say that song is playing?
Sumner, please.
How's everyone like an Island Sanctuary?
I honestly haven't hopped onto it yet. I got the game updated and realized that my HUD was bad.
Fucking die.
Ah.
Yeah, just have not tackled setting up my HUD again.
Understand.
You're missing out, Cade.
I know.
I've hit the point where I need time to pass.
I mean, you can technically grind levels. It just takes a long ass time, and I may or may not have done that.
I mean, the levels don't matter. I need the currency to be able to, afford the
Ah.
thing.
Yep.
Because I'm at a point where now 3 different things are taking 2,000 to be able to do, and they're all happening simultaneously. So.
Did you buy the clothing then?
No. I'm
Okay.
almost rank 8 or 9.
Nice. I don't know. Oh yeah. Did you maximize your workshop first?
Yep. I've got all 3 workshops, rank 3. I think it's 3, might be 2 currently. And both of the granaries are capped. The Island Sanctuary itself is capped. I've got all that I can in my fucking corral, the little monster capture area. I've got the farms upgrading right now, but yeah, I still need another, I think it's 2,000 when I hit rank 8 to expand, and then I also need another 1,500 to expand the fucking staples again.
Nice. I think I'm waiting on the last landmark to finish. I got everything else done.
I'm not gonna touch the island because I already spent majority of my gil on more important things.
You don't spend
You don't
any money. Yeah, there's no money involved in it.
That's why it's supposed to be like a low-key relaxing thing. Is there's
Yeah.
no profit to be made, so there's no min-maxing. I mean, there is min-maxing of progress because it's a game, but yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have the cutthroat nature of crafting, gathering.
Yeah, people already min-maxed all the unique animals for their spawn
Drake's
times, the
doing
weather
that
conditions.
too.
I believe it. Man, do I believe it.
I've got literally everything but large right now. Like I have caught all of them, so I'm kind of in that same boat.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Given Ken, a minute to finish up his raid fight.
Oh, I'm done. Sorry.
Okay. No, it's all good. I heard the
Perfect.
curses of Summoner, and I knew that you were going to need a minute in order to be able to dedicate your attention.
Yeah,
So
I was just running the latest dungeon. It was at the final boss, so it wasn't too much longer.
hell yeah.
I did the raid fight, or at least the normal version. So
Nice.
It's fun.
the story's really good.
I hope
I
you're
believe
ready. I hope you're ready for P7.
No.
Fuck that fight.
Yeah, dude, it's always the third fights in the second tier are they're just
Kidding me? The third
static
fight,
breakers.
the
They're
third-
just there to destroy teams.
The third fight in the first tier for Pandemonium was hard.
Yeah.
Like I sent the text. Everyone saw it. 6 wipes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Man,
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Knights of Prague back with the Grim Raiders, we'd wipe, 15, 20 times in a Knights Prague.
Which one is 7? I don't remember what the boss is in that one.
I don't care.
That's
Go
a
ahead.
big 3?
Well, I don't want to.
No,
talking
it's all
about
good.
talking about the first set of 4 or this P7?
No.
P7, yeah.
I've done them. Yeah, I've done them all. I'm at, like I don't remember which boss
I
is 7.
haven't
Is
gotten
it
to it
the 3?
yet.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
Saying, is it a tree or not? There's no spoiler to say, is it a tree?
Yeah,
Is it a tree or no?
Yeah, it's the tree.
Okay.
Okay, that's literally all you need to say for me to be able to say, okay.
Yeah, you know, just want to be careful.
Alright,
Anyway.
well. Picking up with tonight's instance of the madness of whatever will happen, because who knows. Last session, we picked up after the Council of Waterdeep and Rose's unrelated but subsequent arrest by the Gith Yankee. You guys met your new ally, Reese Knockjager, and planned your journey into the Astral Sea in order to rescue Rose. In order to prepare properly for the journey, you spent about a week training and enhancing your gear in Eriobor, and then traveled to the Nether Mountains with Taz McKella to awaken Ken's sword. With Ken's sword awoken, you guys spent one last night at the Nether Mountains, resting up and allowing Taz to get her spells back. While there, you met one of Oda Aurelia Carnus's brood, Castrin Rathilian, as Oda Ari had left. The next morning, you guys set off into the Astral Sea using the Plane Shift spell and appeared within the Wasteland Bar in the Outworlder district of Tunaroth. Upon arrival, Robert bumped into a demon orc spilling his ale and was then shouted at. With no way to understand the demon and his friends reaching for their weapons as well, a brawl ensued. During the fight, Nice Devil stepped out of the room and noped out of all of that, deciding to wait until you guys were done. A nearby table of Beholderkin playing cards, watched with passive interest as you all destroyed those demon orcs and sent them back to their lair of the hells. While you were fighting, a nearby table of cultists escaped into the city. And after the fight, Iedos played cards with the Outworlders, while the rest of you spoke with the barkeep, Gray, who seemed to be somewhat familiar with Reese. A group of Illithid quietly made their way into the city while you had all these discussions. And we could either pick up tonight's game, because I know there was a lot of talk about what to do next before we ended the last session. And you guys were discussing it, and then we kind of had you guys step out into the city, and that was where we called it. But since it was 2 weeks ago, if you want to rewind a little bit back into the tavern, we could do that, or we could pick up on the streets of Tunaroth. It's up to you.
I'm fine on the streets.
Yeah, I got nothing else to do.
On the streets.
Oh my
Out
freak.
into the streets. All right, so you stepped out into the city, or the Outlander district of to Narath. Things here look pretty ramshackle and old. It's just stuff built on stuff, built on stuff, built on stuff, and you looking at it, this place has been here for a long time. And if it's been here for a long time, and you know that time moves kind of squirrely here, making sense of how old this place is, just it's hard to comprehend. But if I remember correctly, you guys were heading towards the central district, like towards the. Where were you guys heading towards with your rest of your day, your time? Where were we going next?
Toward the prison?
Yeah.
I presume.
Okay. So the prison is very easy to see, floating above the city. Let's see, you could get there by going around the. It's kind of like the Githyanki district. It's where they all actually, most of the natives there live, and it's more controlled. Jaeger would know that there are some people there that aren't Githyanki, but most of them are slaves, and that travel through that district without escort or like permissions can be dangerous because it's kind of like the noble district of a city. But you could skirt around it to get over to here, which is kind of like a it's almost like a military camp. Reese wouldn't have, or Jaeger wouldn't have had any reason to really go close to the Three Sorrows, but you know that there are a lot of deployments of like military personnel that are based around there. So like this is like where the major populace of Githyanki live. This is where their more militaristic caste is. And Jaeger would also know that the caste system here is very might is right kind of thing. But as you guys make your way through the Outworlder district to try to get into or go around the central ones, everyone go ahead and roll me a perception, and Jaeger, roll me a survival check to lead them.
Damn shit. Starting out strong. Now that I said that. That was hey.
Not advantage, but it was the first roll.
That was the first roll, yeah.
Nice.
Balance. Oh, it's a balance.
All right.
Here's the balance.
As you make your way through the Outworlder district and through the weaving streets and ramshackle tents and shanty towns that just pop up, there is every type of species that you could imagine here and shit that you couldn't even like begin to comprehend. Yugoloths and illithids and everyone kind of living in this almost tense harmony. Like fights break out as you're making your way through, and you can hear them on the periphery of different creatures clashing, but it's not frequent, and the people around don't seem to like be disturbed by it. It's just something that happens here. As you guys are making your way through, pretty much everyone but Ken and Eidos, who are probably talking at the moment as you're making your way through the city, the rest of you all see two of the humans that you had seen in the tavern dart down an alley toward to the left, and kind of like an off street on the one that Jaeger has been leading you down.
The cultists. Right? They were cultists?
They were cultists.
Yep.
They dart down an alley. I'll nudge Robert and let him know.
I mean,
Robert.
do we want to follow them? Because I see them too.
Yeah, I mean, they seem to be someone you were particularly interested in. We could get them if you want.
Ken,
Dude.
Stop talking.
You're not the boss of me, dude.
But
Good
like,
intern.
the cultists are they went down yonder.
Escaping.
They're like
Well,
sneaky,
shoot 'em then.
sneaky.
If you were interested.
Fire.
I mean,
Fire!
I don't
Well, fucking triggers, dude.
I don't throw fire.
I mean,
Throw a
even if we
knife.
were to follow them, I don't think we could stealthily follow them.
I could.
I
You
have a
could.
spell that could help with that.
We don't even need to. Let's just go grab them.
All right.
We were just told might is right around here, right? Let's just go fucking pick them up. Interrogate.
How
Sounds
far
good.
away are they?
They just went down that alley.
Yeah, it's about 100 feet down. They darted down an alley to the left, and as you guys were walking, you kind of turned the curve of the street, and the three of you all saw them move down that.
If we're gonna
road.
go after them, I'm gonna use my staff to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. All right. Are you guys attempting to proceed stealthily? Do you want to roll stealth checks and see?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
All right, everybody, give me a stealth check as you follow the two human cultists you saw.
And with Pass
Also,
Without a Trace, you add
with
10.
yeah, plus 10.
Yeah.
Also, we can move at a normal pace because of my favored terrain,
Again,
even stealthily.
that is. I'm trying to find where is Taz McKella's character sheet. Thought it was under the allies.
You look at that, Robert. With Pass Without a Trace, your 8
Whoops.
becomes an 18, and
18?
Reese's becomes a 40.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh my god. Always breaking
Pass
something.
Without a Trace awesome?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I can cast unlimited times.
I am become
Hell
stealth.
yeah. Hell yeah, kid, get them. Fucking go.
Yeah.
I don't know where her character sheet went, but I have it open now, so that's all I need.
Drop the hammer.
Nice.
Yeah.
17.
All right. So as you guys move up to the edge of the road, you come up to the alley that they turn down, give each other, a look. Hibisia casts Pass Without a Trace, releasing it. It comes out of your
The Staff of the Woodlands.
the staff. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was the scarf or the staff, but the staff. Shadows just creep in around you, and as you move, your footfalls make almost no sound. Robert's making a little bit of a sound, but it's kind of like the scuff of boot on tile. It's not much at all. And at one point, Taz stubs her toe and cries out, "Ow!" But even that sound seems like it's underwater. It's muffled. I need to roll some perception checks as you guys approach. The road you turn down seems to head down into a camp of some kind. It's got ramshackle buildings, tents set up, and you can see in the distance, about 200 feet away, a fire or smoke trickling up from some sort of campfire. And where is my character sheet?
As soon as we get close-ish, I wanted to possibly teleport and cut them off.
Okay. So are you... Because how fast are you guys moving? You can move at full speed, but they're also moving at their 60. Are you moving faster than that?
I guess.
I have to stay in the middle.
Yeah, because as
Yes,
you turn
I
the
can
corner...
move faster because I can use my bonus action to dash as
That's
well.
You're more sneaky than the rest of us.
If you want to pull ahead...
Yeah, I'll pull ahead and try to get
Roll me
closer. How close
you
I
got a
get
stealth.
it.
All right. So as you guys approach, Jaeger pulls ahead. You turn down the alleyway, and you can see about 100 feet ahead, about halfway down the alleyway, there's actually three of them, three cultists, running down towards this campfire in the distance. As you move closer and closer, Jaeger, you close the distance. Let's see, it would be about 3 more rounds before they reach. You get another... You would actually... How far is your teleport?
10 times whatever I roll on my die, so I'm trying to get within 50-ish.
50 feet?
Yeah. Just in case.
I mean, I think the way that it would be... Give me 1 second. I have to make one change to the thing I had prepared.
How
Thank
dare
you.
You're welcome.
So you're going to be able to deploy further in and still be stealthed. As you guys move up, I'm going to switch you over to the map because you can see it. You can see the 3 cultists talking to some sort of red figure with these large draconic wings off of its back, just folded up. Let's see, do I have an actual image of what this thing looks like that I can share? Ooh. It has elongated arms and seems to be wearing some sort of like purple shawl over it, carrying a golden scepter or something, a mace in its hand. And it's talking to them animatedly with its large, oversized arms. As you guys sneak up, Jaeger, you'd be anywhere up in here as you've kind of like pulled up ahead. This one's still running in. These two have run up and are like shouting that, informing. Roll a perception check, Jaeger, to see if you can hear what they're saying. Everyone else, you can arrange yourselves however you would be on this side of the blue line, and they do not see you yet. So you're kind of like in shadows within the how big is the Pass Without a Trace?
30 feet,
Pull it
I
up.
want to say.
Yeah, but I don't think you have to stay within that.
I think you
The
do,
veil of
actually.
shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a plus 10 bonus to stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that
So you can
receives this
be
bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage.
anywhere between like here, 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 and here. You guys can arrange yourselves however you want. They seem to be shouting something about wanderers. You're hearing the word wanderers, and they seem to be quite concerned.
They should be.
Anybody else? What's everybody else doing as you get to this point? Are you going to get closer? Do you want to attack with a surprise round? How would you like to proceed?
I think a surprise round would be good.
What'd you say, Ken? I heard.
I said that surprise attack sounds very nice.
All right. Well, if we're going to go into a surprise round, you can go ahead, like I said, arrange yourselves anywhere there, however you would like, wherever you would like to be. Ken, you'd be behind this one.
My bad.
So we have to surprise behind here, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can attack from here, or you could run further in and see if you can maintain stealth during your first move. But this is like the deployment within his Pass Without Trace. And what were you wanted to teleport onto him?
I was hoping to try to roll high enough to throw and appear behind this guy with the teleport.
Right. Go ahead and roll your die, and then I'm also going to ask for initiative, since surprise is done in initiative.
Click your tokens.
2.
Hadouken.
Yes.
Who's the other?
Fuck.
I go before Ken.
So first roll's a 20.
Damn it.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Hell
nice.
yeah, dude, look at this double net 20.
Oh, no.
Ooh,
This is bad for me. I have used up a lot of luck already.
Hey, I mean, maybe the first one. First was a 20, and then Ken got a 21 immediately. That is insane.
Is his first roll.
Yeah, you rolled a 19 and a 20. Hell yeah.
Oh no, guys. Oh no, guys.
Yeah, right? We're in trouble.
We're so screwed.
I also rolled a 2 on my die, so I can move only 20 feet, but I don't know if I can choose where I go.
Can you link the thing into the chat for me?
Yeah.
Right, I get some initiatives for these cultists rolled.
Now they have to do horrible.
And then the Red Abishai.
What now?
We just see this man chuck a dagger 20 feet and just teleport.
I know.
If I can choose, I'm gonna choose to go into shadow, so I'll be still kind of, invisible. But
you choose at within that range. It's not like you tried to throw it at them and you have to go 20 feet towards them. You got the choice.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, so you choose the number, you choose the location after you roll, so you know what 20 feet, so you can teleport at 20 feet, so you could get like there, because...
Peeing the layer, but I'm hoping to try to get over here.
Yeah, that'd be close enough.
Okay.
Is 10, 15, 20. All right, so... Just reading. Okay, got it. Okay, and do I have? Did I get him in there? I did. Okay, and then I need to. Alrighty, so starting us off will be Jaeger. You run forward quietly, stepping like a mouse. You step out of the magical shadows that had been created and are being emanated from Abyssia, and what was the color? I know I keep wanting to describe them as Vash's daggers, but I know we talked about it. What do the daggers look like?
They're kind of just like they're like glass almost. They're totally like invisible, see-through, except for like a shine on the blade.
Like a shimmer.
So I guess yeah.
Like Doctor Strange, the first movie.
Yeah, like those glass shards. Exactly.
You see one just slightly manifest itself, and with a twist of the wrist, but it's not heading towards the cultist, who is still running away from you guys at this time and off to the side. And as it hits and disappears into nothingness, Jaeger appears there. What do you want to do, Jaeger?
Alright, I'm gonna stick to the shadows as much as possible, and try to circle around like the back.
Okay.
So.
All right.
30.
Hold on. Why am I seeing multiple initiatives?
Did you?
I thought I cleared it. It was empty, but apparently not. All right. 21's correct. Basically, it's 20. That guy's correct. This one's wrong. That one's wrong. That one's wrong. That one's wrong. That one's wrong. It's all the low initiative rolls from the Tavern Fighters still.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's unfortunate that they just kind of stay there. I mean, it's nice in theory, but if you re-roll and then you have doubles, and that's
yeah, because they're technically two different tokens, and like you guys can't see them because you can only see one page at a time. But as DM, I have to be able to track multiple turns and multiple windows. So, all right. So is that 30 feet?
Yeah, and then is this solid? Do I need to like hook around?
It's like a canvas tent, but you could cut in through the side if you wanted to.
So then I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash. 10.
You have a stealth of 30 right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Without Hobissia's.
Yeah, you're outside of that, so unfortunately the gods can see you.
Only the gods? Are you sure?
I got +10.
Maybe.
I'm rolling.
Luckily, they're not in the new rules though, so that they can't nat 20 their way into catching them, you know.
Well, he had a +10 to his perception. He needed a +20 anyway, but didn't. So you cut through this large. It looks like a tent, but the bed in here is way bigger than anything that you. It's like getting into a backpacking tent for a giant. It was weird, but you cut your way through it and out to the other side. Bonus action to dash. Action.
Yeah. They seem to not like these guys. So are we talking first? I don't know.
You can hold your action if you want.
Yeah, I'll hold it until somebody attacks.
Okay.
Just gonna
10.
do 10 anyway.
What would you like to do?
As funny as you should mention attack.
I fucking knew it.
About to alpha strike this dude.
I know.
Who are you targeting?
First, closest right there, closest to me.
17 hits.
If it's surprise,
You do have advantage. Wait, no, I don't think you do. Why can I never remember conditions in 5e?
Because none of them make sense.
Why does my caps lock keep turning on?
combat surprise.
Yeah, unfortunately, it does not grant advantage. But the first attack does hit. 9 damage. Everything working right? No. Here.
Broken.
Let me just go ahead and check that. Nope, it's using your dexterity instead of your intelligence. Of course.
Off to a great start with this.
I'm trying. But that would be
It's not you,
13
it's Wolfram.
damage. And yeah. Without even stepping out of the shadows. Into his
quick
back.
shot. Just
Any bonus action movement? Anything?
I'll start to move up about right here. And just say hi and then die.
All right. Well, that one spends his turn being surprised. Tibicia, it's your turn.
I am.
Did I not? I thought I rolled. I did.
Unseen attackers and targets, so if they can't see you, I think we have advantage.
Yes, then you are correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Ken, if you want to actually take your second attack, sorry, Aurora.
Oh, wait.
Also, I was going to attack
I read
after,
the surprise. Yeah, I read the surprise rules, and it's not in there, but of course, it's just in a different part of the 5e rules.
Right.
Wait, so what said?
You can make a second attack because
Oh.
you do have advantage.
So the 17 and the 7
So the 17 and the 7 were the same roll. Yeah.
But
It's like it makes sense. Ooh, yeah, that hits.
Hell yeah.
A
So
2 and a
close.
19.
well, that one wouldn't be an advantage because once you make an attack, you give away your location.
You're not hidden anymore.
Oh.
Ruined it.
Let's
Yeah.
Rules, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, no. A 12 wouldn't hit.
Are you ready for the next edition to change that again so that we still don't know how it actually works with the time zone?
Whoever knows.
No, I'm not. I mean, to be fair, everything I saw in 1D&D's status conditions were solid. The way they outlined what it did was really good, but yeah. And then, yeah, you make your attack with super advantage.
Yeah, against this guy.
Okay.
At 9.
Dead 9.
At 9. You did have one more attack roll. You can fish for a 20 because you have elven accuracy.
Oh, I do.
Hell yeah, get that 20. Get the third 20 and doom us all.
Whoops. Nope, that's a 1.
That's a 12, yeah. That's the wrong side of the die. 36
Wrong
damage, though. As he's like mid-sentence, you sneak around, and as you see Ken release the bolts from Vidofnir, one hitting into the back of the running cultist as he staggers forward, you release your blade as he's like, how could the Wanderers be hit? Ah! And he lurches forward.
Surprise, bitch.
Get him, Aurora. Don't call him.
My turn.
Yeah, now it is your turn, Monsieur.
I don't want to use too many spell slots. I forgot what my character does.
right?
I know we're not gonna be able to get long rests. How do the like different items and stuff that come back at dawn work? Does it track dawn here, or
I've been thinking about it, and I'm not gonna say that you won't be able to take long rests. I have thought about a way in order to introduce a lore-friendly long rest solution, because in order to make it interesting from a DM's perspective, I need you guys to be able to rest so that you have your resources.
Sweet.
So, it's gonna be tricky, and there will still be a price for the time spent here, but it won't be like you slept here and now you've lost the whole campaign because a million years has passed. You took a nap and lost. It's just like I've been thinking about it for a few weeks, and that's where I landed.
I'm going to cast Infestation on this one.
Okay. Is that a Constitution save?
he just lifts his like skirt and throws out a bunch of bugs at this man?
Can we not do it as
gross.
bugs? Can we just do it as leaves or flower petals?
No. It says cloud of mites, fleas, or other parasites.
No,
Only
I
if
wanna
they're like
flavor
leaf
it
bugs.
differently.
It's like walking sticks.
Yeah.
You just got stick bug.
I rolled a 15 on the wisdom save. Oh, it's a con.
It's a
Hold
con.
on. It's a con. Okay. He has one better con.
Oh.
So wait.
It does save.
So I think it means it.
Damn it.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Okay.
So it's save
Sorry.
best.
Yeah.
You
The
really
target
wanna
makes a
think.
constitution, it takes 1d6 and moves 5 feet in a random direction. Okay, gotcha. Good. Alright. First round of combat's going to be a little squirrely. I apologize, and then I'll get back in the swing of things.
We'll get
Alright. Anything else you want to do, Hibisia?
That's all I got.
Alright, he spends his turn being surprised. Taz is going to step up next to Robert, and then she has... What's an arrow does? Put diameter... Alright. That one will work. You're outside 20 feet. Yeah. She's going to hold out one hand, and over the fire, the smoke coalesces into a green orb of bubbling liquid or something that then just explodes like a fireball. She's going to cast Vitriolic Sphere on them.
Acid ball.
Acid Ball. That was not the one I wanted. I wanted this one. And then... Oh, God.
Nice.
Oh,
Ooh,
God.
Yeah. Get him.
Glad I didn't hit Ken with that. Oh boy. Yeah, it's
Sister, please don't melt fucking Royce Felger.
18, 13, 7 on the saves, which is
Hell
DC
yeah.
19. They
And they
all
take
just
more acid damage later.
yeah.
Nice.
Creature takes half the initial damage and another 5d4 at the end of its next turn. Okay, cool. Ooh, that was nasty. She looks and goes, okay, that was better. I think I'm
There
starting
we
to get the
go.
hang of things again. He spends his turn being surprised. Eonos, it's your turn.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna walk up.
Yeah?
Did he take acid damage from ending his turn?
Oh, that's right. It is at the end of theirs.
Yeah.
Another 10 points of damage.
Hell
And
yeah.
he's like there's bone showing through the skin that's just bubbled away on one of his arms. Like, as it exploded, he raised his arm, and it's just, he's not looking good.
Gross.
He just moves up like a 15, unfortunately does not hit.
Yeah, that gets me another charge.
Alright.
Which means now 2 charges are good, spent, and it's gonna be in axe mode for this fight.
Oh, hell yeah. Go for it. Swing, and as the cultist, lurches forward. Oh,
My
that's so
gosh.
unfortunate. 2 8s
But-
on the die.
That's my turn.
Alright. Lurches forward, you switch the blade into its axe form, and counter around again, and he's still just in this like staggering panic forward. Your turn. He takes 5d4 after being confused or surprised. Oh, he's looking even worse. He didn't get his hand up in time, and you could see like the side that was facing the center of the fire has like ribs showing, and it's just starting to pool away. Robert, it's your turn.
Terrified.
All right.
It's acid. It's your girlfriend.
Not mine. Not anymore. Not yet.
Oh, that's
New
true.
character who does.
How far away are they? Also, I'm going to be a little bit slow today because I'm sick.
Oh, no, it's all good, man.
No, he's not in range. Excuse me. I will use gun.
I've chosen gun.
Fire gun.
I got a fine gun. Here's gun.
Which one?
Let's do this one.
All right, the 19 hits. Making a drive-by shooting.
Yep. And that is all I can do.
All right, starting us off to the beginning of the next round. Jaeger, it's your turn.
Step. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to steady aim so I can throw at him with advantage.
Okay.
That's neat.
Hell yeah, dude, get it.
23 hits, yeah.
With the sneak.
Ooh,
Sneak.
44. Yeah, okay, 24. As you slide into position and release this attack, he finally can see you. And as you see the blood start pooling out of the side of this demonic, like the eyes from all the psychic damage, he snarls, "There you are!"
Come here. We gotta talk.
All right, and that's your turn.
Mhm.
And what would you like to do?
Let's see. Gonna get right here-ish and punch this guy in the throat.
Go for it.
You could get right here and do it with advantage if you wanted to.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
That sounds great.
Roll another just to see if you crit.
Fish for a crit. No.
19 does hit though. And 24 also hits. Nidhogg broke.
Yeah.
Don't you love it?
Yeah. It roll 20 updated, and because I can tell because the health bars changed, and every time they update, it just breaks every custom thing that I have here. It's and what's crazy is it's like for Artificer, it's not even custom stuff. It's their intelligence being added. Like that's just part of Artificer.
The same thing happened with Warlock, because it's just charisma getting pumped in from fucking Hexblade, but it breaks, and fucking Carter's stuff broke a couple of times. Like Roll20's just tries to give us a hard time for no reason.
Yeah,
it does. Roll those damages again. Should work now. Nidhogg's a D10 because it's a pike. Or was a pike at one point. It's gone through some changes. Yeah, that's respectable damage.
Better.
And
Hell yeah.
Much better.
as he's staggering forward, avoiding Eodos's blows, you slide in and using his own momentum against him, just box his ears together. He kind of like comes to a ringing stop. Blood just, I mean, these guys are really messed up already. All right. End of Ken's turn. Jaeger, you see the tent flap that the tent you just moved through, the flap in the front, fly open, and let's see.
What's the worst that could happen?
I did see a cot that was larger than normal, so something possibly big.
Gosh, what is all of this?
I'm sure it's fine.
That's what she said.
Just do that thing like cats do where they just circle your ankles a bunch and just take down whatever it is real quick. Strip 'em up.
Not normal schedule.
Why are these like what?
Cade, stop breaking things.
I'm trying to read this character sheet that I should have read before because I kind of glanced over it and now I'm curious what all of these things are and I don't want to not use them, but I also don't know what they are.
What's the worst that could happen? Fuck it, throw them at us.
All right, well then, Jaeger, can you please give me a Constitution saving throw as a very large horned creature appears right in front of you?
Oh,
Hello.
like a unicorn. Oh wait.
I guess tusked creature is more accurate. His hand becomes engulfed in this blue crackling lightning, and he throws his hand down onto you, grabbing you by your entire upper torso. You take 22 lightning damage and are paralyzed for a minute.
Oh, well, I will take half the damage and be paralyzed, I guess.
So 11 damage, and you
Okay,
can
well,
repeat.
maybe we shouldn't have asked what's the worst.
And as he has Jaeger in his grasp, Jaeger, and then just kind of like standing there twitching, he turns towards all of you, grins, and vanishes.
Oh. Are you kidding me?
Nope. He can go invisible as a bonus action.
Good. And then I just want to double check, that wasn't an ability check using a skill or tool, right?
No, that was a saving throw.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that's going to be that guy's turn. Hibisia.
I'm gonna move up to
Paralysis.
here.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm still
confirm.
using
Having Carter being paralyzed, not fun. We need to help our newfound boy very quickly.
It's not great.
You almost bumped into him. That was hilarious. I was watching where you stepped to see if you entered his space, and you did not.
Would I still be able to technically sense him or not because of invisibility?
I'm gonna say for mechanical reasons because
Yeah.
of the invisibility. He's also a devil, so it's he masked himself.
Cool. Okay.
I'm gonna
Doing.
thorn whip this one.
All right. 16 unfortunately misses.
I'm doing great, guys.
As he's like holding his arm exposed with bone, it glances off of his leather armor, his studded leather armor. It's not fine landing.
Gonna stand right here.
Alrighty. This guy is, as he's just had his head boxed in by Ken, and Eodos has been carrying him from behind. God, he's all sorts of fucked up. What's he gonna do? Yeah. He gonna action disengage and run. And just take off into the shanty towns. The Abishai, seeing you so just...
I do have blind fighting though, so
Ooh, you do.
with that I would know where he is.
You would have.
If I wasn't paralyzed.
Well, you would have seen him when you walked through the tent, though. But you could have
That's
just
fine.
easily come out of this tent.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
All right. I had forgotten about the blind sight. Oh, that one's not gonna work. I need everybody to give me a wisdom saving throw as the Abishai lets out a familiar draconic roar. Abishai, because he does have that. Everybody except for Eodos is afraid of this man right here. That's his fright presence, and then Yeah, he's just gonna go after Jaeger. You did a lot of damage to him. He saw the second dagger. Morning Star. Claw. Bite.
Well, let's just hope he rolls 2 nat ones.
Yeah, sure.
I think they all hit.
19.
Wait, did you say they, as in more than one swing? Even
yeah.
after he yelled? Oh
Yeah.
no.
Incapacitated, have advantage. Oh boy, okay, yeah.
I wish we had this so that they could nullify crits.
Also to undo paralyzation.
Yeah, that's it. That would be pretty nice. Abyssia, can you do that?
Well, the rolls are
yes.
great. As he swings out at you with the Morning Star, it slams into you. You take 14 points of damage.
Oh, that ain't bad at all.
Morning Star.
That's the first one.
For guaranteed crit, that's nothing. Hell yeah.
As he twists and counters
that was only the
second
first
attack with the claw, you take 20 points of slashing damage with the claw. And then the third Morning Star attack is another. Sorry, it's not rolling the dice twice, so I'm rolling them twice here. It's another 15 piercing. You're still up.
I'm not
Yeah, I mean
dead.
that's still not bad for guaranteed crits.
Yeah.
It was either 3 melee attacks or try to use his bite, and his bite does a lot more, but that was the balance. All right, and his turn. Taz is going to. Oh shit. She kind of like runs up to Robert and goes, "I should not be here, and he should not know that I'm a dragon. I'm gonna." And she kind of like comes over here. She's actually gonna stealth and hide.
That's great. That's a fun. More work for us.
She's like looking over her shoulder. She gives you a thumbs up. You've got this.
Thanks, I appreciate it. As I'm pregnant.
That's right, you are frightened. This one who has also they'll fire at Jaeger, and then he's gonna run with his longbow.
Cut it out. Shoot at Kim. Look at the
Which
guy.
isn't an automatic crit, because it's only melees that are auto crits.
Yeah.
But it is still 22, so you take 9 points of piercing damage.
Still alive.
And then he's going to also haul ass, because they have less than 10 hit points. Enos, it's your turn.
I'm gonna step right here, put a hand on Robert's shoulder, be like, "Hey, let's do it," and put Robert right here, and I'm gonna pop up right here, and we're just gonna dimension door over there to fucking help our boy out.
That works.
You hear a sigh, Abyssia, from Taz. She's like, "Okay, they've got this."
Oh, it's with the 10s.
I know, Jesus.
Right?
That is really unfortunate.
8, I guess.
No, a 15 does not hit.
All right, well, that's all I got. But I got us over here, so Robert, fuck them up for us. My rolls have been absolute garbage already.
Robert, have you been in defensive? Yeah.
I am in defensive, yes.
Well, this guy steps into your range right about here, so you can go ahead and make your attack of opportunity if you'd like.
I will.
As you appear...
Oh, the red guy should have gotten that secondary acid damage a little bit, but...
Oh, that's right, the...
Yeah. 5d4.
Another 10 damage.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, that will hit him, and yes, he is... As he sees you appear and Eodos swing at his friend, leader, whatever this dragon guy is, he goes, "I have to help," and he starts moving there, and you just twist around. He had 3 hit points. He
Hell yeah. Get fucked, random, no
Bitch
name.
slap him with your
random cultist. Yeah, slashed his feet out from under him. And now it's your turn, Robert.
I'm frightened gives you disadvantage, correct?
Yes, as long as he's within line of sight, that is correct.
But you got
Uh,
flat hit because we're flanking. You got advantage, so it's just
That
normal on wolves.
is true. Excuse me. However, he's an asshole, so I want to cast Impending Doom on him.
Hell yeah, I don't know what that is, but hell yeah.
Let's see.
From the.
I like the sound of it.
Can I copy
Right.
paste it? I cannot copy paste. Okay, I'll just send the whole thing.
Yeah. Things from his.
It's so long.
Yeah, I know.
It is. I think some of it
There we
is
go.
repeated, but
It
oh
is.
well.
Some of it does.
Charges
Just
your
or
armor
so it's
to choose a creature.
con save against the DC.
You might be deaf and blind. Hell yeah, dude.
Target blinded and deafened.
You
And then we
love to
can
see
knock him
that.
out.
That is a 19 on the die. That is a 29 on his con save.
Fuck.
Sorry.
That's fine. Offensive stance and rage. And
All right.
Damn it.
that is.
Also, Robert has blind sense if that
I do.
fucker comes near us.
Oh,
That is true.
everyone, who just went needs to make or re-roll their wisdom save to shake frightened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Robert does.
And
Is it-
Enos.
At the end of his turn.
No,
Enos
I
never.
passed.
He passed. He
I
was the
don't.
only
I
one
don't
who passed.
fucking
Oh,
get
that's right.
scared, dude.
Enos has a good wisdom save,
I'm gonna.
unlike the
roll
rest of us.
top.
And two.
That didn't
Oh.
help.
No, unfortunately. All right. Okay.
Trying so hard.
And you went into offensive stance.
Offensive and then rage. I don't think because rage is bonus action.
Bonus
and I
action rage.
don't think I get a hit, or I get one hit. I get one hit.
Yeah, you do get one because it's your action to use your armor, but you do get the extra attack from your offensive.
Offensive.
29 does hit, yes.
Hell yeah.
11. Nice. All right. That leads us into Jaeger's turn. Go ahead and give me another Constitution save to try to shake the paralysis.
Hey, at least this one's cool, the one that you can actually shake.
Yeah.
In theory, only got a +1.
Where is it? It is a DC 17 Constitution save.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
So at
We
the end
should
of
have
your turn,
paralyzed now.
you are no longer paralyzed.
Jaeger shakes it and then just drops to his knees.
Yep.
Fuck
First time.
up.
Ken, it's your turn.
I'm gonna fly up, get a good eye on these two fuckers up here, and then
Okay.
right in that square in the middle of them, I'm gonna throw a shatter ball at them.
Okay.
Hell yeah, get him.
Roll me the damage on that, because it's possible that even with a save, they're gonna die.
Well, that helps me not do a thing that I was hoping to save for later.
One dude is literally holding his arm together.
Hell
Well, one
yeah.
of them can't save, the other one can. So let me roll both saves.
Fail it.
First one
Fail it and shatter their
is
lives.
a 10 that fails. Second one
Yes.
is a 12 that also fails.
Yes.
Lift yourself
Hell yeah.
into the air. Cast your shatter from one of your myriad of instruments on your armor, and as the ball of concussive force reverberates through the space around you, these two guys are just blown into red mist that's just sprayed. They're both dead.
So brutal.
Yeah,
They deserve it.
they do.
They're coaches, fuck them.
How high up are you, Ken?
30 feet? 15, 20? You'd have to get to about 15 to see over the tent.
Yeah, so about 15ish. And then I still have another action, correct?
You would?
I'm gonna take a shot at that Abishai.
All right. Why is... Okay, it is rolling it correctly. Yeah, unfortunately, the 12 goes wide. And the twist in the air, right past. Anything else you want to do?
Nope.
Let's see. Let me look at it. Outline. Can't do that one yet. He's going to, because he's the one on the GM layer. Eidos, actually, I need to roll to attack you first. That's 14 with advantage.
Hell
It is not.
Well, thank you, sir.
As this turn starts, you see this large creature behind you materialize itself with this probably 2-foot long green blade that's curved and has this almost fire licking off of it. You just twist out of the way, and he does not hit you. He only gets that one. Okay, yeah. Then he's just going to bonus action invisible and try to run away again. Outside of Jaeger's line of sight. But as he swings and sees it miss in the same action, he just woof out of existence, and you just hear sounds of movement. Hibisia, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move right here. Oh no, wait, no, I can't. I just remembered.
Why can't you? That's 30 feet.
He's
oh no,
scared.
because you're scared, yeah.
So scary.
So scared. Oh, did Ken make his wisdom save?
That is true. Thank you, Ken. Please give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah, get brave, dude.
Get brave.
Oh, it misses it, but I've got so many saves in my head right now. Which one is this one? This one is it's an 18 DC. Unfortunately, the 16 does not hit it.
Flash of Genius.
Flash of Genius. That'll get it up there to 21. That definitely hits your save. You are no longer scared.
He ain't scared of no one.
I'm gonna Toll of the Dead, the dragon.
This one?
Dargan.
All right.
I was hoping to do another thing, but I need to be a bit closer.
That is a 10 on the wisdom save.
Hell yeah.
It is a
That is what?
12.
3d12?
Yeah, it should be up now because we
Oh,
leveled
yeah,
up.
we're 11.
You're 11 now, so it should be 3d12 damage
Nice.
on a cantrip.
3d12.
Get him.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Get him.
He's looking around at all of you now that you've surrounded him.
Oh, yeah,
Anything else
here's
you want to
my-
do?
I don't think there is anything else I can do.
Okay.
Wisdom.
His turn. Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh my
No one's
God.
scared except for me. I'm pretty scared.
You don't know how tempted I was to say what's the worst I can have it, but it literally like the last time I said it, it was not good, so I'm not saying it anymore.
Yeah, don't say anything.
At least not through this fight.
All right, he is going to turn to Eidos. And he's going to hit you with his bite attack. Oh, that is a 29 to hit.
Yep.
For 22 piercing damage and 36 fire damage.
Oh,
Well, no fire damage. I'm immune to fire.
you're immune now.
I know that. He doesn't know that.
So 20. You said 26 piercing,
22 piercing.
and then Eidos is just gonna grin at him, and the cloak is gonna light up. He's gonna get blasted with a blast of cold.
Cool down, man.
So 23,
23
unless he saves in the end.
on the dex save. That is a natural 1.
23 cold damage.
So as he sinks his jaw into your shoulder and the flames lick out into and around the armor, they just wash off. You don't feel the heat. You don't feel any aspect of it. You can feel the crushing pain of the jaws, but he can also tell that that fire didn't seem to work. And as he pulls back with that questioning look, you flick the cape, and this gust of frigid air swirls out in a vortex from you, engulfing him. He tries to brace against it, and it hits him. It doesn't seem to do as much as you would expect, but he does take damage from it.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Nerd.
You could play that game.
Oh god. At the end of his turn, he's going to cry out, "Orthos, if I fall here, you be sure to avenge me!" And that's going to be the end of his turn. Taz, seeing that this is turning around, kind of looks over and goes, "Okay, hopefully he won't see me." She turns and is going to use something that won't splash damage. It's really hard when you're mostly acid-based.
No, I can definitely take it, right?
Literal splash damage.
Yeah. Just gonna use a chromatic orb. I'm just gonna throw a ball of acid.
Hey, catch.
Does hit? Yeah. I think I did it. Yeah, it was at level 1. 13 acid. I know he has a bunch. No, okay. That does seem to have full effect. It doesn't seem to be resistant to acid. But she's then gonna go, okay, and hiding again, and she'll dip around again. You know, since your turn.
Alright, well, bonus action, gonna throw up my curse on this man.
Okay. This action curse.
Were you planning on knocking him out?
23, that does hit.
I had thought about it before he mauled me to death,
Oof.
but I'm not sure now.
Alright, 44 points of damage. He's starting to look pretty weak. If you were gonna try to knock him out, now would be the time to start. That does not. 16 does not hit, unfortunately.
What a 17.
No, it would not.
Okay.
As you swing, he is way out of the way of that one, unfortunately.
Alright, well, that's my turn.
Is the big guy still invisible?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
He's-
you know what? Actually, I keep forgetting Savage Attacker. Let's see if I can get higher damage. Yes, I can.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's 12 more damage.
4 on top of that, yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. All that practice, all that training, man. Paid
Just
off.
for something.
All right, Robert. He's really looking messed up.
Alright, I'm doing blunt force trauma.
Okay. So you're trying to just KO him?
Whack, whack, whack.
Go for it. You do have advantage. Yeah, because you're no longer. No, you're no longer scared. You shook it.
I thought I
You
didn't.
shook it.
No, I
No.
didn't.
No.
Oh, okay. Then,
Robert didn't know.
But both of those still do hit.
Okay.
He's unconscious.
Okay.
I mean, I'll need the roll from the second hit just in case, but I don't know what. Oh, they're both blunt end rolls. That's what happened. Okay.
Oh, I hit the wrong one.
Yeah,
Whatever.
he had 22 hit points. I figured that. Well, you'd have to hit 18 between your.
Well, it would go from a 1d10 to a 1d4.
Roll me 2d10s.
And it's also. Why is that different?
You need to do 12 damage with 2d10 in order to knock him out. Otherwise, he's still conscious.
Plus, my blunt end is broken. So
Okay.
it should be doing 3 additional damage.
Should. Then yes, he is unconscious.
Okay.
Yes.
Can we try to convince that big thing to just chill for a second, real quick?
Ow. Is the invisible guy near me?
Like, hey, calm down. Be cool. Random fucking thing.
You can certainly try. All right. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Robert?
Is the invisible guy near me?
Do you have
10
any
10 feet.
10 feet? No, he's
blind
not
sight.
within 10 feet.
Alright, I have no clue where he is.
Nope.
Alright,
Last time you saw him, he was on the opposite side of the Yados.
Alright, I'm just gonna move there and That's my turn.
Sounds good. Jaeger.
Fucking hell.
The subject of
Oh.
a lot of your pain is now on the ground in front of you, unconscious.
He kind of staggers back to his feet. Just one more. And I'm gonna go this way. Did I see which way he ran out of my blind sight when he was still within the 10 feet?
So he was right there. He headed this way.
Okay. So
He was going like in a downwardly type direction.
10, 15. Let me know when he pings.
He pings right there.
Okay.
He's
I'm going
10 feet away from you.
Use my action to try to fairy fire him.
Okay. 20-foot cube range, dexterity throw. And that's part of your racial, right?
Yeah.
It's I think it does it off your constitution for your racial.
Then I have a +1 in con.
Let me draw magic. Charisma is your spellcasting ability. +2.
Okay, so the +2.
6. Should be a 14. He rolled a 16 on his dexterity save.
So,
Unfortunately.
well, he's over there. And
See,
then I will use my bonus action to just throw a knife at him.
Okay. Make me an attack roll. An 11.
Not good.
Unfortunately does not hit now. It just disappears.
Yeah. Throw a knife so they know which direction he is.
Sounds good. Ken, what would you like to do?
Ken, are you muted?
I am indeed muted. So question, would magic missile work against invisible targets?
I think you need
I
to be able to
think you
see the
see
target.
it.
I gotta see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try.
I mean, for a big guy, he's got.
Did I hear Jaeger say where the enemy is approximately located?
Yeah, you can make an attack roll with disadvantage and see.
Oh, I'm gonna just throw another shadow ball over there.
Okay. Yeah, you'd have a good enough idea based off of where he threw that you could probably aim like there and be good. Does he have? He does have advantage, so he did nat 20 the saving throw.
Motherfucker.
I hate
What?
this.
As the shatter hits him, he emerges from the shadows. Taking damage seems to drop his invisibility as well.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna shoot that fucker in the face.
12. No. Yeah, it's a lot of 2s. I keep having to check to see if like your mods are broken, but it's just 2s on the die.
Dude, I feel it.
Yeah. He's going to, having had now his magic removed, let's see, it was a 15. Yeah. Yeah. How do I? You guys. You snuck up on him. I didn't expect you to pass the stealth check. Didn't see that one coming.
Is it Robert?
Yeah, probably good, Robert.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
You're running at him. Yeah. He's gonna just keep trying to get away. But Eodos, can you please give me a dexterity saving throw, please? Actually, I need all three of you to give me a dexterity saving throw. It's a 20-foot radius around Eodos.
That. I am fine.
Wow. You guys.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Robert, you can do it.
Nice.
Level 12. Let's go.
All right. Well, Eodos, you take 3 points of radiant damage as you explode like a light bomb. Jaeger, the light doesn't affect you. Your blindness doesn't really bother you. Eodos, you, even though you're the one exploding, managed to cover your eyes fast enough to not be blinded by it. Robert, you're blind.
Oh no! Whatever will I do?
The ghost eye patch just slid from his bad eye to his good to cover it. That's what happened.
Hell yeah.
And then he's gonna do his wombo combo and go invisible and try to get away because these guys don't have a lot of hit points. They're like bounty hunters, and that's what their stat block lets them do. But yeah, that's his turn. Hibisia, what would you like to do?
Hate radiant.
Here. And
Oh, it can do its. Oh. Well, that makes more sense.
does anyone need healing?
Maybe the person that was paralyzed and took a beating before we could get to him.
Maybe. Wouldn't say no.
Yeah, I'll get healed after we question this dude, and then we can kill him because my curse is on him. But until we kill him, I don't get healed.
He also took a death fail. I have to remember that.
Well, hey, you know what? We got a good litmus test to find out when he actually dies. Because if Edo suddenly starts feeling better, we know.
Aw.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to cast heal on. Do I need to touch?
Ooh.
I don't need to touch.
Oh shit, that would be nice.
On Jaeger.
Oh damn. Alright, I'm feeling
That's
all
That's
kinds of good
70,
now.
just
70,
right
Yeah,
off the
yeah.
that's my full hit pool.
Jaeger's like staggering forward. He hurls his glassy, like invisibility cloak thing from Halo dagger through the air towards where the creature actually was. You made him appear. He ran away. You reach out, and Jaeger, all your wounds just magically close up. All the pain is gone. You feel fantastic.
Holy shit.
All right. Next is going to be Taz McKella's turn. She's going to. It's 30. She's going to get to there. And kind of run up to you, Ken. What'd you say?
I was like, can I wild shape as a bonus? I don't remember.
I don't. I think it's an action for non-moon
Yeah,
druids.
you got to be Moon Druid for it to be a
Yeah.
bonus.
Phooey. And Circle of Star Druids just use their bonus to go into their starry form.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. Oh well, she does not have anything to let her see the invisibility, so she's just gonna hold a acid splash in case it comes within range. Eodos, what would you like to do?
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't think I have anything to help me find this motherfucker. I mean, said he's a devil, right?
He is a devil, yes.
Then in Infernal, I'm just gonna say, hey, fuck this guy. How about you work with us instead?
Make me a persuasion check.
Yeah. I get advantage on those.
Okay.
Did
noted.
you?
No reply at the moment, but when his turn comes around, we'll see. Robert.
Where'd the fucker run to?
Your
He was heading this way.
I'm pretty sure you got flashbanged.
Yeah.
Well, I also have blind sight, so.
Yeah, your eyes no longer work, but you're still able to like sense the things around you and move enough.
Where you at, fucker? Come here. Want to talk?
Roll me a persuasion.
Okay.
And Jaeger.
Oh, my turn?
Persuasion. Can I roll intimidation?
You can if you'd like.
Nice.
Powerful. Powerful.
Alright.
Come on, you
let
little
me-
shit.
Let me know when I ping him again.
You pinged him.
Alright. And
way
I'm
that
gonna
way.
use my bonus action to dash, and I'm gonna try to just jump on him and climb up on his back.
Okay. Give me a athletics or acrobatics.
Thank you.
Because I actually was reading that there are rules for this in Xanathar, as I was reading them the other day, for mounting unwilling creatures.
And if they're big enough, there's even rules that once you've mounted them, you have advantage on attacks when they're like fucking gigantic.
Yep.
Are we doing
you-
a Rathalos thing?
You see as Jaeger like leaps out into this empty space, gets stopped like mid-air, and just gets pushed back onto the ground.
Oh.
It is really weird to see because you can't see the devil, but he rolled a 24 on his athletics to stop you.
Alright, fucker, I'll just stab him then. With my action.
Go for it. Yeah, 23 hits.
We could have done this the easy way.
Alright. Okay. 20 points of damage. Your sneak attack? Oh, you didn't have advantage. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was like, wow, that's so low.
I mean, I could
You-
throw a blood fairy on there, but
You hear him kind of like pain at it, but the way that the turn is happening is like Eodos has called out, work with us, and then Robert's like, surrender, bitch, and then you just walked up and stabbed him.
I tried to climb on top of him to persuade him as well, but then failed. So
That's how that goes.
I just wanted to make sure that the sequence of events is clear. Ken, as Jaeger's dagger lunges out, you can now see the Orthon. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm still up in the air, so can I shoot him with a Dofnir? But well, shit. Never mind. I'm not a fighter. I can't do that. I was gonna ask if I could shoot him in the kneecaps to like limit his movement.
Yeah, that's
a fighter move. I can't do that.
player thing, battle master
I'm still
thing.
gonna shoot him.
Go for it. That does hit. 18 also hits.
There we go.
25, okay. Got it. It's 2 shots. He's like staggers back onto his back foot. Anything else you want to do?
Nope.
On his turn, I'm gonna have a check here. I need to roll just a straight. He looks between all of you, and he kind of carrying that like large infernal dagger, and he just drops it and looks past and looks at Eodos. Is like, "You willing to pay me? Fine, just call off your dogs."
Oh,
But he drops his knife and puts his hands up, and that's going to be his turn.
Was that in common or
you
was that
dog.
in infernal?
It was back in Infernal, yeah.
Okay,
it was
he's probably not
actually-
gonna tell his boys that he called them dogs.
Yeah, he would have shouted it back at you. So yeah. Hibisia, do you speak Infernal?
No, because I'm only
There.
limited to like 2 or 3 languages.
Yeah, they're growling at each other, but he seems to be at least lowering the intensity of his threat. He's dropped his weapon. What would you like to do?
I feel like I should just fuck with him.
At this point, he's starting to show some wounds. There's some like deep cuts, and the blasts from Ken, from Vidofnir, are both bleeding with like this trickle of blood that's probably about 2 inches thick. But you know, on his size, it just looks like a stream.
So many options that I can do. I'm going to... I'll just wild shape into a wolf.
Okay.
A dire wolf, and just come up near him.
Weird flex, but okay.
Let me get tokens.
By the way, you just see Hibisia just a flurry of leaves and flowers just surround him, and then you just see a dire wolf with the pink scarf.
Hell
There you are, and you should have access to that token to control it as you need. As Mikella is going to turn and look up at Ken. Are we... Is he... She looks over at Eidos. Is he surrendering? Or but actually, I need to check. Does
He said, call the boys off and we could talk. Potentially hire him, I guess, but mainly we're just looking for info, so.
she actually doesn't know Infernal. She only speaks Draconic and Common. So she wouldn't have been able to hear you guys shouting back, but he is surrendering, and so she's just going to hold another acid splash in case he makes a threatening move. And then, Eidos, it's your turn.
Eidos will just be like, okay, alright. You dropped your weapon, cool. Let me just talk to them. And he'll swap back to Common and just let everybody know, hey, he said, cool it. We can potentially get info out of him. Maybe hire him to work for us. Who knows? We might end up having to fight him. I don't know, but it'll be a second source of info. So maybe don't kill him just yet.
Okay.
Well, if you guys are all in agreement with that, then we'll drop us out of initiative.
I sit.
Okay.
You got 10 minutes before I stab you. Because that hurt like a motherfucker.
Sorry. Where is music? Let's play this one. All
Rather
right.
than tie this guy up, I'm just going to use the Iron Bands of Polaro on him.
Okay. So you just and he is just in a iron cocoon on the ground.
Yep, and he's in there for 24 hours.
All right. This guy will kind of just walk past Jaeger carefully.
He follows him.
Oh, he follows you? Okay.
No, well, Jaeger follows him.
I like how just immediately, yeah. Jaeger's calling the shots. I like it. He follows.
He's surrendered. They've acquiesced, and he calls up. So, you said something about working for you instead. What? Listen, I just don't want to die here, and it was looking that way. So, what do you want? What? He kind of looks between all of you. Who the hell's are even you?
Do you know anything about what these people were doing, or are you just hired help?
I mean, I was hired. I know that they are planning some sort of transport. They were talking about moving things from here to the material world. And he kind of like looks over. He was gathering allies of his persuasion to help in whatever those endeavors were. He looks down at the cultists. They probably knew better. They're from wherever we're going. But I don't know the specifics.
I'm gonna sniff around for things.
Roll
See
me
if
an
anything smells weird.
Give me perception from the direwolf.
I'm gonna try to stabilize this guy before he dies.
Okay, roll me a medicine check.
Perception, I have advantage on smells.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
He is actually stabled by the time you get to him. The bands make it hard to perform real medical intervention, but you can at least tell that he seems to not be dying. The wound that Robert inflicted was not lethal. The only thing that dealt anything that might have like caused death saves was the flashbang, because he was caught in the radius of it. And perception from the direwolf. As you sniff around, it's strange. A lot of the stuff here smells very old. Very, very old. The stonework, the ground, the earth itself, this whatever is built on this dead god, it just reeks of ancient. They, however, don't. They smell like fresh food and grass. Some of them even have some like sense of fresh flowers that might have like been transferred onto their clothes during recent travels. Doesn't seem like they've been here long. But as you sniff around, both this guy and this guy have that kind of old, musty, ancient smell. And he kind of looks down at Iedos. Can I go grab my weapon, boss?
Yeah, go for it.
What's your name?
He kind of looks over. Saren.
Okay.
More like asshole.
Grabs his knife. Shook. Sheaths it.
Someone's salty.
See, do you know where the ritual to teleport is being held, or you don't know anything?
I don't. We were gathering mercenaries and other... Or he was gathering mercenaries and other troops from the Outworlders. They were the ones that had the details. They come out here to drink and fuck shit up, but tend to spend their evenings in the, you know, he kind of looks around. Maybe you don't, but where the Gith Yankee live.
That's fun.
They live in the walled quarters.
Yeah, they've made some friends there. I don't see free Outworlders wandering around that district often, but somehow they've...
Yep.
I
They
don't know.
don't usually let them in. This could be poor, to say the least. They've got friends in high places. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing here.
He kind of like looks down. He's like, unfortunately, aside from gathering forces, I don't have any more details. But kind of looks around. If you have any way of speaking to them after they've departed, might be able to ask
Talk to
them.
this. You can talk to this guy.
No,
He's still alive.
I can kick him awake.
You kick him.
Wakey, wakey.
Not dead.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Why am I alive?
Information.
The usual. You know the drill.
I just come up, growling.
What do you want to know?
Alright, where's this teleportation ritual being held?
That's what I needed to do. He kind of like strains against the armor. I don't know, somewhere near the palace. That's where I was supposed to take whoever I could find. All right, roll me investigation, Ken.
As soon as he starts talking, also, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay. Surface level thoughts. His surface level thoughts are panic, and that he has to free himself and try to get out of here as quickly as he can. But he's not hopeful of it. You can tell that the despair has already sunk in, and he's pretty much seen where this is going. As you ask about where they were supposed to be taken, a image flashes through of a courtyard, but it's nothing that you recognize. Are you pushing deeper? You guys continuing the questioning?
How many cultists are there?
I mean, of that he kind of like heads over his shoulder. 100 or so within the palace. And then there's the red ones that are kind of in charge. They're the ones who found me and hired me.
So, other than being a hireling, you have no connection with the cultists.
I didn't even know about them aside from what she has told me in my dreams. Until they found me here.
And who is she?
As she says, or as he says, she... Jaeger, being connected to his mind, it's overwhelming. The feeling of devotion, respect, fear, and love all mingled together for Tiamat, Queen of Dragons.
Gross.
She. I see.
You know why the Githyanki are helping the cultists? Excuse me.
Let me see. Would he know?
You better fucking know.
He kind of just sneers, and if I did, why would I tell you?
You're being very forthright, like a minute ago. Excuse me.
Roll me insight.
Sorry, who?
You do, because you're rolling the questioning. Actually, Jaeger, because you haven't tried to push deeper, right? You're just sort of detecting the surface level. Okay.
Yeah, not until he starts talking about something useful.
Okay. He legitimately seems more like defensive to you, Robert. Like he's trying to hide something. But Jaeger, you can feel in his mind he doesn't know.
What is this dude? Like, I know you shared the picture. Like, what is he?
He's a dragon demon hybrid.
Yeah, he's a devil dragon essentially. They are called Abishai. Roll me a religion check. Let's see if Eodos would know.
Oh boy, if there's one thing is religion.
Ken, you can roll me either. You roll me a religion as well, Ken.
Nice.
Yeah, unfortunately, he looks very similar to the dragon hybrids, but more dragon and less human. Ken, you would know what these are. They are a race of devils that serve Tiamat and served her during her imprisonment within Avernus, which was the first place where she was locked away before she was moved to this more permanent resting zone. They're basically a devil race bred to serve her, and there are 5 different colors of them.
You know the names of the Githyanki that are helping the cultists?
He grits his teeth. All I know is that the ones in the red cloaks showed up and started discussing things with the royals. And now we have these causing their own sorts of problems. But they're also bringing business, so I can't, unfortunately, tell you. Again, not like I would. He keeps struggling against.
You don't know.
Yeah, he's not getting out.
I mean,
You are magically bound.
You can break the binds.
No, you can only roll once.
Oh, you can only roll once per day. That's right. His first roll was a 16. That's bad.
Yeah.
Doesn't break it. Okay.
All right. Well, what do you know that might save your hide?
Let me see.
I just keep growling in his face, drool coming down from my mouth.
I can get you. If we had a way to disguise ourselves, I could get you into their quarter and lead you to where I was supposed to bring them. But that's all I've got.
And you believe we won't think you're going to betray us. I worded that terribly.
He kind of looks you dead in the eye. I think I'm going to die one way or the other, so... I'm going back. Kind of just growls to himself.
I shapeshift
Right before
back.
right before the 1 minute on the detect thoughts expires, I'll push and try to see as much as possible.
Okay. Alright, so that gives him a
intelligence check.
As he talks about disguising, you guys, or you all, Taz can...
Oh no, wisdom saving throw, actually.
Oh, wisdom, okay. I do have a way of actually masking how we all look. I just don't know how well it'll hold up to inspection. That is a 12 on the save, so that does not save. He's not necessarily afraid. He's more frustrated. And like for devils, as you guys are talking about it and you delve deeper, it's almost like living through it again. The form of rebirth. And you realize that this devil here has had this happen before. He has died and been reborn as a lemur, as the lowest, weakest of devils within the hells, and had to claw his way up to the station that he currently occupies. So it's more of like this, like, I have failed to protect everything I've worked for, and there's really no way through this for me other than to die, so I don't see any reason to help, even though I don't have much help I can offer, so he's just in a bad situation.
In terms of disguising, I can also cast Silent Image.
Well, I mean, I can make us all appear however we want, as long as we don't change in size more than a foot in each direction, or try to change the arrangement of our limbs. So she kind of like glances away from the conversation which has been happening down here and up towards where this guy was just sitting, and she looks over. Maybe our big friend. Wait, where did he go?
Huh? What?
Where did he go? And as you all turn around, he's gone. He rolled a nat 20 on his stealth and disappeared and walked away as you guys were talking.
Blind sight wouldn't catch him.
I mean, you would have had to see him.
You would have known he was
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, because he still rolled the... He like, as you were discussing it, it'd be like seeing someone move through your periphery with that high of a stealth, with the stealth 20 or 31. Like,
gotcha.
He's just gone.
I mean, if it makes him feel better, I know he's gone. I was probably just gonna send him away. If he's just a fucking mercenary, I don't give a shit. Like as long as he don't betray us, I don't give a fuck. He can leave.
Yeah, he didn't want anything to do with that, especially after that vitriolic sphere went off. It was like, oh god. But she goes, Taz will turn back. I guess that solves that problem. I can cast seeming on us and make us all appear however you think we should. If we want, but do we trust him?
Not particularly.
No.
I mean, he kind of wants to die, doesn't he?
He doesn't want to die.
Well, he doesn't want to, but he knows this is his only option.
Yeah, he pretty much has accepted that he's going to die, and at this point, he's like planning for that eventuality. He's like trying to
Good
figure
plan.
out how he's gonna cope with being this. Like, let me get you guys a picture of what a lemur looks like.
That's a good plan on his part because he's absolutely gonna be killed.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we could just maim him, like cut out his eyes and arms, and be like, "All right, you're free to go."
They're horrible.
No, this
I
is
mean, then he just
different
kills
than the
himself.
bounty hunters. Yeah, this guy is different from the bounty hunters. These
Oh,
guys
that's
were
so
bred
gross.
for serving Tiamat. We're not letting them walk away.
No, I get that, but either way, he's gonna come back to life. If we maim him, he's probably still gonna die, but it'll be longer before he dies, so he can't interfere with us if he does come back.
Well, I mean, whenever he goes back, he's not really going to be able to interfere with us. The whole reincarnation thing, he's gonna have to work his way up.
It takes a
Got
long-
another couple hundred years to crawl back.
Alright.
That's why when you guys had when you met Ramistoth, he was like, "No, don't kill me. Just send me back. Just tell me." Because going back is not a problem. Being murdered and sent back loses all of your station in the hells.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Any other information we might need?
Yeah, I was just about to ask about that investigation check.
Yeah, I was doing that next. So they each had a longsword +1, and a longbow +1. They were also all using leather or studded leather +1, and had 125 gold each on them. So if you want to strip their armor is pretty beat up. But if you want to strip it, you can add that, or you could just take the weapons or just the gold. But as you dug through, there were no like orders or anything. It looks like these guys just came into town to drink, and then you guys crashed their night out.
And they were just like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit,
Yeah,
oh shit.
and so they ran to the nearest. And Eodos, I want you to just roll me an intelligence really quick. I know it's not your strong suit, but you were the only one that recognized them, so you're the only one I have to ask. They're okay. Hell yeah. You would remember that there were 4 of them that were originally around the table, and there were only 3 of them here.
Awesome. That sucks for us. Hate it for us.
But yeah, so 3, 1, 3 longbow, 1, 3 studded L, 1, and 375 GP. Is basically what they were carrying between them. But did you guys have any other questions, or were you ready to?
Did we ask him what the teleportation thing was about, or?
He knows only that they were that he was supposed to bring like the mercenaries, anyone he could hire and bring into the central district, and that it was something having to do with the royal family. They know that it has to do with the highest echelon of the society here.
So are we just getting hired? Are we about to go undercover as hired help for them? Is that what I'm hearing, guys?
I mean,
Are
we can
all on
have
board?
one of us pretend to be him.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. Remember the camp from way back when?
You guys have magic to back yourselves up this time too.
Won't have to hide in the tent or shoveling shit the entire time.
Man, that was so unfortunate because Aureus just made such a name for himself. You almost got that, man. That was so close. But all right. Well, are you letting him go or murdering him?
I say we kill him as one of us pretends to be him.
Well, Taz will be okay. Well, so here's the problem. I can make your arms longer and legs weird like his, but the wings, I can't do anything about the wings. Seeming doesn't let you add anything; it just lets you
I can
rearrange and
silent
adjust.
image those.
We recently learned that if somebody dies, we can mend and then revive.
Oh God! Gentle repose, revivify. Mending, revivify. Can mending mend mending? Oh my God.
Well, I mean, do we have anything that could like be wing adjacent?
I mean,
I can silent image the wings.
I got a whistle.
You could fly.
I can fly.
I mean, if you think you could hold the illusion, perhaps we make you look like him and you hold it to your own back. It might be easier to concentrate on something on yourself as opposed to others.
I mean, if that's what everybody wants, but
I mean, if we're not taking him with us, where are we going? We know it's in the center noble district and not much else.
I mean, I think we don't take him with us. I think we kill him and say that, he got killed and we got away somehow. We being fake cultists at that point.
So we pretend that the Starlight Wanderers of whatnot are here and that we ran away to alert the Githyanki.
Yeah.
Is that what we're... Okay. I'm fine with that plan.
We saw a big spooky skeleton man skewer the dragon that was kind of helping get us where we needed to go. And he mentioned here but didn't say where. Can you get us to, the big guys real quick, please?
We need to get in touch with everybody. All right.
Well, we also got to remember... Okay, they said 100 cultists. How many Githyanki?
The Githyanki.
All of them.
Yeah,
No,
we're
the one
literally
supporting... The one supporting the cultists.
I mean, it's gonna be probably all of them if it's the power thing. Whoever's in charge is probably calling the shots, right?
Yeah, I mean, safe to say that probably all of at least the higher ups, military, if they're that far in.
If we kill the higher ups, does that mean we're the leaders? Is that how that works?
Oh, no.
Technically, if you were Githyanki, it would, but
I don't think that's quite how that works.
I
wait,
mean-
what about the people?
they are an entirely militaristic. It's literally might is right, and
So if we
the leaders are like the high generals. They're the people that lead. I'm trying to find out what their actual names are here, but go ahead.
So if we find a Githyanki that wants to be a leader, we kill the current leaders and install him as the new one.
Make him the leader long enough to call everything off, and then if somebody else wants to be leader and is much stronger than them, can kill him and take over.
Exactly.
You know,
Hell yeah,
I have a sinking feeling that maybe that's kind of what happened with the cultists and the Githyanki, and maybe they are the leaders now.
Yeah. I mean, that's best case scenario for us because we're trying to kill them anyway. So like 2 birds, 1 stone, Well, you might not. You're kind of new to us.
I mean, I know about the cultists. I've got
No, I mean,
numerous.
specifically us trying to kill them.
Oh.
You might not know to the lengths we are willing to go to murder any and all cultists, but there's not too far we won't go.
There's 2 red smears on the ground where a shatter hit people running away.
Yeah, seems pretty on site.
So do we want to try and install a puppet government, or at least installs a new person who is not with the cultists?
I mean, I don't know that we have the time for that.
Who do we even
I'm gonna be real honest.
I mean, if we just kill the higher uppers, someone's going to replace them. We just keep killing until someone who's not with the cultists.
How long do you think that's gonna take?
We'll take
a while. We could kill them all. However, that'd be very difficult.
You seem very confident in your skills. I'm still struggling against the bands,
Sir, that's not going to work.
You can't fault someone for trying.
Yes, I can.
Wow.
Alright,
Right.
so what's the plan then? Disguise, walk in.
As much as this is a problem, again, I don't know if we have time to create a coup. We can see what's going on and gather information, but I don't know if we have time for much more than that.
Okay, well, let's say we get information. What's the plan then? We still have to deal with the cultists and the Githyanki.
I mean, I don't know that we're going to be able to do anything on this front.
Do we want to...
I don't know what they're doing.
Rose first?
I think we should get your friend and figure out how to fix things in the main problem of the material plane.
Okay, so get Rose, skedaddle out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying we don't get some information because that'll help us. If we can figure out what they're trying to teleport to the material plane, that we can at least know what we're gonna deal with on the material plane.
Okay, so infiltrate, gather information, get Rose.
And get the fuck
That
out.
would be my
Skedaddle.
Fortunately,
course
I
of
can
action.
get us the fuck out from anywhere. I've got something to lead us home, and I'll just keep my magic reserves ready so that I'll just need the time to cast the spell, and we'll be there.
Okay, and I guess we might want to destroy whatever they're teleporting. But also, do we need this guy? Can we kill him now?
Please do.
Okay.
I mean, how long have we been talking? How long have we been chilling here?
It's probably been about 10, 15 minutes at this point.
Oh, do you want to hit him so you get health back?
Well, no, it's gone. It revs out. I was
Yeah.
asking how long we've been because if it's been a short rest, I was going to reapply and kill him and get help. But
Hasn't been that long, unfortunately. I mean, you could take a short rest. He can't get out of those binds. There's nothing stopping you guys.
I don't
I
feel like
wouldn't be
rolling him
opposed.
around.
because that would be free healing for me. If you can't,
Also, I mean, if you're not particularly attached to those bindings you used, you could just leave him and he would be there for the next 24
hours.
hours.
I'll tell you, I rolled his strength check 5 times before you reminded me that it's just on the first roll, and he didn't pass it any of those times, so he'd be there probably for at least a week.
No, after 24 hours, it rolls back into a ball.
Oh, okay. I thought it just trapped him there.
Yeah, but 24 hours on the astral sea time. He'll be
Yes.
there for a while.
We could just. I don't want to lose the ball though. They just
yeah, and
kill them.
I would also
Yeah.
like to
Then we
heal
kill him.
up. Yeah, just give us a hot hour just to chill, and then we'll just execute him. You cool with being summarily executed on the spot, my guy?
He just growls.
Yep, that's a yes.
Yeah, I
You
don't
guys-
mind.
I want to pick up his mace thing.
Okay. It was I think it's just a Morning Star +1. Let me pull up the Red Abishai's.
Do we want to keep this thing?
If you want it.
Actually,
can't
it's
take
just
it with him.
just a Morning Star. It's not even magical. Oh, it says his weapon attacks are magical, but it doesn't give magical bonuses to his attack roll.
Okay.
Um,
Sure.
I'm
But
gonna
it's like
call it a
exposed,
Morning
isn't it?
Star. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a Morning Star +2 because it has that level. He's hitting with a +12, so he's definitely using something high magic. He is also wearing. Oh, he's not wearing any armor. It was all just like heavy scales and exterior. You know,
We don't need any of his body parts, do we?
he kind of like his eyes go
Don't.
wide, and as you ask the question, you remember devils tend to completely disappear when they die. You don't really get to harvest them, unfortunately.
We could try. See how well it works out.
We just rip his wings off and try, like, just tape them to Hibiscus' fucking.
Uh,
Go up to
Hey,
I
I'm
will
down if you
say-
want to try.
It was the first thought I had when I realized that the wings were going to be the problem. I was like, well, maybe they'll try cutting them off and slapping them on their back. I don't know. And then you said silent image. I was like, that's a better option.
That cutting a monster that we've killed up is not the first thing that comes to mind as soon as we kill it.
I
That's
mean,
always
actually,
on the table.
is there a meeting time you're supposed to meet with the people in the castle?
Let's see. I'm trying to, because I have to like think of how much he would know.
I go up to Ken and I just hand him the Morning Star and I'm just like, here.
The
Magical
gift.
Morning Star. He. Let's see. Because there's also the whole time thing. I do not have a specific meeting time. No, I was to be alerted when preparations were ready on the other side.
Okay.
'Cause I have friends
Do you
on
have a
the other
permit
side.
to walk
Sorry.
through the city without being accosted?
Can we see your paperwork? Show us your license and
I
registration.
mean, if there is paperwork, that's gonna make our life a hell of a lot easier.
Kind of like looks sideways. Where do you? And Jaeger, you would know that they're like it's like hall pass kind of thing. It's like a strip of metal that's punctured and shaped almost like a big key, but about a foot long. And he's like, I have one that is specific to me, but it's a. He's very
I'll just
perturbed by
search
it
him
all.
for it.
Okay, roll me investigation.
Might have a hard time with the
Pat
bands.
him down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Through the bands, it's difficult.
Can you take these off?
I mean, I was going to after we kill him. So are we waiting for
Would his stuff go away too if we killed him, or?
Every time you've seen a devil disappear to its realm, it's always gone with everything it's carrying and holding, unless you've taken it before it disappeared.
Yeah.
So
Alright,
we knock
just
him out
release-
again.
Well, release him first. It's not a problem. If he tries to run, just kill him.
Well-
But
We're gonna knock him out before we release him. We're not gonna even give him the opportunity to teleport or do some dumb shit because we're overconfident.
Just keep kicking him in the face till he goes unconscious.
It does. He has one hit point. It does not take long. He falls unconscious pretty readily, and the last thing that he says is he curses Robert.
Already am. Try again. Alright, I removed
He
the
is
bands.
unconscious. The bands are removed. You take the time to really dig through his pockets. I could either let Ken roll an investigation, or you could roll another one to represent advantage, Jaeger.
I'll roll it.
have one, so.
So as Jaeger's kind of like looking through pockets and trying to find this strip of metal, Ken, you also kind of start digging around, and
It's like
in one
metallic and like key is shaped and
this, and it's not heavy. It's kind of like it's foot long, like a key, just with like these weird grooves and like holes punctured into it, like a punch card from an old time clock type situation. And he had it kind of tucked into the inside of the robes on the front of his chest. But you do find the pass of which he was speaking.
Jaeger reaches out, like runs his fingers over and just that feels about right.
Is it actually specific to him, or is he bluffing?
Probably.
Alright.
No, there's all kinds of stuff that people have that like designate. I don't know how easy it is to tell right then and there what it's supposed to be for or who it's supposed to be for, but they seem to have some sort of system.
Alright, well, we can hopefully bullshit our way through. Kill him now?
Yeah.
Alright.
Please.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby, stabby, and with a whoosh and a anticlimactic sinking into the ground, the red Abishai is sent back to the layers of hell to become a lemur and suffer for his transgressions.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
better.
pretty good.
Hell yeah.
And tries to curse me.
Yeah, he cursed you before he fell unconscious. He called you, son of a dog. Kind of is just a generic, devilish curse. Eodos is probably the only one that understood him speaking Infernal.
You don't speak Infernal, Robert? You're a big spooky skeleton.
I speak Draconic.
Ah.
That's a good question, actually. Do I speak it? I'm pretty sure I only speak Common and Draconic.
I think so too.
Yep, Common and Draconic.
Alright. Having concluded your short rest, where is the party off to next?
Disguise time.
I mean, do you want to go into the sky?
What?
Did you just say the sky? The sky?
Disguise.
Disguise.
Oh, disguise time.
I mean, I'm down to go with the
Disguise.
Do we have an easy way to get up there? Because I'm definitely down.
Yeah, You just think, and
Yeah.
you go up.
We
Yeah,
did.
as Jaeger says that, he just starts floating up.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
Do you think up?
Hell yeah, I think up. Are you kidding me?
What's your intelligence score?
Like I don't even think I have one. I think it's just a flat 10.
Yeah, you move
No, it's a
up
13.
at a
It's a 1.
13. You move up at a speed of 40 per round,
Oh, hell yeah.
and you're just
Check me out.
floating.
I could already kind of do this because I have wing boots and all, but you know what? I'm not using my wing boots now.
I don't have to whistle.
Oh hell yeah! All right.
While in the astral sea, you have a movement speed equal to 3 times your intelligence score, if you use your mind to move yourself.
I can fly towards someone upside down.
AJ
Yes.
is fast as
Sure.
fuck out here, dude.
Yes.
Just don't
Hey.
go too far away. I wouldn't recommend it.
See ya. Enos is already in the stratosphere.
And this is a known thing here in the astral sea, so the defenses are set up in such a way that, flying over things isn't always the safest route, but it's something you guys should know. And it is one of the cool things about the astral sea is your movement speed is determined by your intelligence.
So then just thinking to go back down, you can just go back down, no problem. Same rate.
Yep, just
Oh yeah.
you just think it and you move at that rate.
Is it like 3-dimensionally? If you just think I want to go left, are you just gonna start shifting left wherever you are?
Yep, you just start
hell yeah.
strafing left.
So we don't need to run. We can literally just mind move.
How do you
As
think
long
the
as-
Illithid get around?
That would have been good to know.
We
We
just
could have caught up a
all
little
of
bit
us. All
faster.
right, here's how the final fight out here goes. We all just come flying in, T-posing at them.
Yep.
T-pose and just slow rotation, just
Wait, that means Fred would fucking zoom. If he
Yeah.
was here.
you'd be
Hell
almost
yeah.
as fast as Ken. All right.
Hell
you guys-
yeah, dude. We are.
That would have been
fucking-
glorious to see.
This map here, as you make your way out of the Outworlder district and towards the main gates. All right. So, you guys are going to have Taz use her seeming.
Yep.
How do we want to divvy this up? Are we all going to? Do we want to? Some of us be us. Some of us be get Yankee. Do we want to all be get Yankee? Do we? How do we want to do this?
I mean, I feel like probably the only one out of us that could be Gith and pass is Jaeger, since he actually knows this stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down to be gifts. They're pretty disgusting.
Understandable.
I mean, do you?
I-
I'm not trying to rule you out either. Do you know a lot about this? You seem to know that they don't need to know you were a dragon. So.
Oh, no. I recognized the Abishai. They're
Bad.
Well, it's bad. It's very bad for those of my kind. Tiamat imbued them with the ability to command all dragons.
Oh, well,
If it were to speak a command at me, I would have to obey. So I didn't want it to know I was a dragon.
Wow, yeah, that's not good and good to know.
Yeah.
Yep.
They have-
That's almost as bad as me.
Are there more of them?
Probably
here,
should
let
have
me-
asked.
More Abishai. If there's one,
Yeah.
I'm sure that there are more.
Let me guess. They the different colors of Tiamat.
Yes.
Yeah.
She does.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
She
you
really
can't-
is a
don't-
one-trick pony, isn't she?
It's not her fault. It's the balance of the elements in our world. It's how it was the roles that our kind needed to fill as we were created. We needed to watch over the fire and the ice, the lightnings and the toxins and the She liked those toxic
so
things.
how did they divvy up like acid and poison? What was the thought process between splitting these two up?
I don't understand it. No, I don't know because none of my brethren can even command poison, so it's not something that's even available to us. But the chromatics, they have it available to them, and we don't have anything unique to us. So I think I honestly don't know.
I think you got the raw deal.
Can you cover your
mean,
ears?
Can I cover my ears?
Would that work?
What? For the
Against
charm?
the
I
command,
don't
yeah.
think.
For the command.
No, that is a magical command.
Okay.
Fortunately, and like she's got a decent charisma, so there's a chance. She has a +11 on her charisma score, but that was still a fucking 30% chance for her to serve him, and she's just like, no, I'm
Fuck our shit up.
It says see. Can they see? I mean, they're devils, so I'm assuming. So, can they see in magical darkness? Do you know?
They do have devil sight. They can see in magical darkness.
Yeah, we can't even cover you. Yeah, definitely be careful.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry. I did want to help, especially after the boss fight was just so embarrassing, but you seem to have it under control.
I mean, hold on. You're not a chromatic dragon.
No.
So you just, I mean, it's at least a flat save. That's
Yes. It's not as likely. But
Do you have any form of protection over that?
Target is charmed. What does she have? I need to actually look at 2 different character sheets because I kind of like her PC character sheet is a fucking mess.
That's always wonderful to have.
Sorcerer, man, it breaks everything. It's like sorcery points, sorcery points, sorcery points,
Oh,
sorcery
yeah.
points.
So if we were to
was like
kill
that- it was
whoever
like that
commanded
with
you,
mine, with like
would that
wild
end
shape,
it?
wild shape, wild shape.
What was the first question?
Sorry.
No, you're good.
if we kill whoever gave the command, would you revert back to normal?
I assume so. Nobody to charm.
I'm just curious.
Probably would end. Most spell effects like that end. But I think vampires... No, I think vampires end too, and it'd be the same. And no, they have no inherent defense against charm or anything. I mean, she has her quote-unquote legendaries, but I'm not really running her as an ancient brass dragon here. Or copper dragon, because... Yeah, or brass. I can never remember her color. But anyway. What are we doing for the disguise? How should I mask us?
Probably cultists.
Okay.
And then one of us be the dragon demon thing. And with the key.
Right. So, cultist. She looks at Eidos, Robert, Hibisia, and herself. She points at Jaeger. You're going to be Githyanki, and you are
Yeah.
the Abishai, correct? And she points over at Hibisia.
At me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's
No,
go
I
ahead
cannot stress enough to you. I need you to be on your fucking A game, because how you introduce yourself to us does not inspire much confidence in how you're going to handle this. I'm begging you, hold it down.
I say we let the Githyanki talk. Jaeger.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Also, do the cultists know me? I know they know everyone else. Do the cultists know about me?
You have not confirmed whether they know about you yet.
Gotcha.
You know that they know about everyone else, but you don't know how quickly their word kind of spreads within their system.
I think everyone we met is dead, so we'll find out.
Everyone you met that was alive. Oh.
Oh.
Hey, I'm dead too.
We also got to keep in mind that one of the cultists was not there at that count. So
Very true.
He's probably already snitched on us.
yeah, we gotta. They're probably gonna be on high alert. That's why I say, everybody, please, we gotta stay sharp here.
All right. So the spell goes out, and with a flurry of draconic energy, you are all physically changed, at least illusory. You look down, and it's the classic cultist leather armor garb on Eidos and Robert and Ken, who are now all looking like ragged, scruffy humans. Maybe Robert's a half-elf. You can't really tell. Jaeger is now a Githyanki, looking very similar to one of the ones from the cultist chamber. Not the cultist chamber, the council chamber from Waterdeep. Not the main one that was talking,
Yeah.
but one of the side guards. And then Taz cast herself to be a cultist as well, and looks.
Now, does it hide my tail? Because I completely forgot I am a.
Just
It
tuck
should.
It
I
in.
think it just
tuck it in.
Yeah, it does. It would hide the tail. Because it doesn't really like make the tail disappear. It's still there. It just illusory disguises it. So if they were to step close enough to where your tail would be, they could touch it. But as long as you keep it close, creature. Okay, cool. As you approach the main gates from the Outworlder district into the central Githyanki district. Now, as you get closer to the
wings.
yeah, you got your silent image up on your back, and you can move that with you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that was the thing about silent image, is it lets you kind of move it. How long does it last?
10 minutes? 10 minutes.
Okay. It's going to be close. You're going to have to cast it as you get within sight of the wall, and
I can cast it as many times as I want.
yeah. I mean, yeah, but casting it is a discernible thing.
It really is.
So, yeah. Were you saying something, Ken?
I was gonna say, can I give them my mind sharpener infusion real quick?
You can only set infusions at the end of a long rest, unfortunately. Yeah.
All right.
It's in your helmet at the moment. All right. So you get within 200 or so feet, and in a place where the guards can't see you, you duck off to the corner so Hibisia can get the wings set up. And passing inspection, there's, obviously as you like touch each other, your hands go through the illusions, and it's very obvious that it's an illusion. But as long as nobody's standing too close and clipping together, it seems to work okay. So you approach the gates, and the walls are tall, and as you get closer to it, you can obviously see that the central district, while much cleaner and nicer, is possibly older than the one you just came from. It has this like weight to it of age. And as you walk up to these large gates, these gates that stretch up about 60 feet, and they have to be 40 feet wide, just massive metallic gates in the middle. There is a guard stationed out front with 2 Githyanki guards in it.
So I apologize for interrupting. I have a very important question to ask.
Go for it.
May I roll an intelligence really quick to remember the hand signals for the cultists?
Sure. Roll into. Actually, I think Ken would probably know the 2 like identifying ones of the open hand and the open hand and the closed fist. I think were the 2.
We have one where it was like fingers splayed out, like a hand of claws. We also had that one at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, one was like low rank cultists, and then one was like high rank cultists.
Oh boy, that's hold on. I'm going to my old content folder, Horde of the Dragon Queen. Let's see.
We all know Aerith screwed up on it, so.
Yeah, I know that like the I think it was like the finger splayed wide was one that was only used by the leadership.
I was hoping to remember at least the low rank hand gesture.
I would have to find the notes, but Ken definitely would remember. This is
can
important enough to Ken.
Can I retroactively remind/refresh everyone's memory about how to
Hell yeah.
Sure. As you're walking up, you're in hushed tones, just reiterating the 2 signals of like a cultist member, and then one of the higher ups, the ones that wore the purple robes were the ones that used the more elite splayed hand.
Okay, we're using this one, not this one.
Hey, I mean that just is what got Aerith arrested. It's fine.
I'm like looking at my hands and I'm just like, which one do I use?
Yeah, this one, and it's the low rank one.
Okay.
Please use that one.
Please use that one. Checking one thing. Okay, cool. All right. So as you approach the Githyanki, one of them steps out carrying this very large, imposing halberd and puts the butt against the road. Halt! Who goes there? Speaking for the party.
Well, yeah, he kind of went to the bathroom.
Oh.
Uh,
That's right, because he was being the Abishai. That's right. Okay, well, it's all good. We'll give it a minute. Gives me a minute to keep digging through these notes.
We're all just pretending like we didn't hear him.
Idiots. Abandoned camp.
Sorry.
Oh, it's all good. You have been greeted
Question.
by the Githyanki at the gate, and they did question you in common. They asked who goes there in common.
I will. I forgot the guy's name already, but I'll basically
Roll me.
answer that we're.
What?
I don't want to fuck this up.
Go for it. Who are you?
Right.
Who are
The way
you?
Who are you?
His name.
Roll me an intelligence check, because it's going to be pretty decent DC, because he said it just once.
Who are you?
17.
We're recruits. And
Close.
we're supposed to be heading to the courtyard.
It was Ser something. I think that was him. No, that was the other guy. Did you guys ever? No, you never got his
I don't
name.
think we did.
No,
we got
you didn't.
Aaron, but we
You got
didn't get
Saran,
you.
but yeah. No,
Can I have slightly retroactively? Can I have set up the mental link
Sure.
before we started leaving?
Because you would have. This is a covert
Yeah.
operation.
I just need to roll real quick for how many people I can pull in.
As you are greeted. Oh wow, everybody.
Okay, cool.
You are all connected to each other psychically. You can talk to each other. It's not that they can't tell you're talking, because if you're having a prolonged conversation in your mind, your face is going to move, and you're not going to be doing anything in the outside world. So it's kind of obvious that stuff's happening, but you all can speak to each other quickly in your minds.
All right. Well, we're the new recruits, and we were told to head to the courtyard.
I'll give that answer.
Show me.
Show 'em the key.
Show him the thing.
I'll do the hand gesture I was told to use.
Just show him your ID.
Yeah.
Just show him the key.
And the
It's all
key.
these voices shouting in Abyssio's head. Okay, roll me a deception check, Abyssia.
Oh, I'm so great at those. I'm
And I have to roll
so
a couple.
good at them.
Hey, it's above average. That's good. It could have been like single digits.
Class of genius.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm feeling so special.
All the friends. I don't know. 20 plus that. All right,
So with the
and
flash
then
of genius,
a
that would be at a
is it
16?
16?
16.
Yeah, we always do it based off Cray because 19 intelligence.
Oh, that's right.
Oh God.
Good enough. Sorry, but I remembered that it was the change one. I can actually only get up to 4 people because it's the proficiency bonus, and then the psionic dies for how many hours it lasts.
Okay. Well, I think 4 people all shouted. It was Hibisea, you, Eodos, and Robert. So.
I guess those are our people.
Um.
Sorry, Ken and Taz.
And Then I need to also do a intelligence. Okay. That's not good. Oh. Well, isn't that interesting?
Is it a nat 1? Please be a nat 1.
Let's see.
Please tell me
As
he's tired from a long day at
you
work.
hand out the pass, he kind of takes the pass from you, folds it over, looks over in his hand, holds it up towards the black sky. Okay, Azamal, what? You're heading towards the courtyard, and as he hands it back to you, there's a moment where you hold your hand out, and because the arms of the Abishai are so long, they're so long, but yours aren't. And there's just there's just this moment where he drops it into your hand and it clanks through the illusion and hits the stone beneath you. And he stops and looks at it. What? And he looks closer at you. What the hell? And does he have?
Oh boy.
This is going great.
That was it's just a 19 DC and he had a +2 on his intelligence. He rolled a 20.
Damn it.
Oh my god. I didn't even have like a gate map set up. But he reaches, he stands back and puts his spear out in front of him and is holding his glaive towards you. Who are you? What are you doing here? You're not who you say you are.
Hey.
I'm panicking in my head.
In Gith, Jaeger will step forward. Just, we aren't supposed to question them. It has to do with the cult.
Roll me a deception check.
All right, I'm gonna use a die and try to bump that up a little bit.
In the link, like, should we just kill him? Knock him out? Do
I mean,
something?
we may have to,
We'll
but
probably have to anyway.
okay.
Got it. 16?
Flash.
We're
Are you
laying it
gonna-
all out on the table, dude. Get it.
As Jaeger, do you continue to try to assist from your ability, Ken?
Yeah.
You don't know what he rolled on his insight, so. Alright, so 21? 21 total,
Yeah.
8 plus 8 plus 5, right?
Yeah.
That beats a 6. That's definitely beating a 6.
Okay, good.
Worth it, dude.
Just
Better
in case.
set
It is.
stars.
It is, and I love it because it does. As you say that, he kind of like furrows his brow together, and then he like looks closely at you, and be like, "Well, whatever he's doing, tell him to be more careful about it." And he picks up Azamal's ID and hands it to Jaeger, because whatever you're using to try to make your friend here look like a devil, it's not very good.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. Just let us through. We're already late.
He like looks up and goes and just does like a open it up type motion and steps out of the way, and he watches Hibisia like a hawk. Ooh.
I'm not sweating. I'm definitely not sweating.
So as
Just
you all
like-
walk by, what is your marching order?
Jaeger puts like one hand on the back, not clipping through the wings, but just shoves him forward, just like leans towards him like with an angry look and just keep walking. Just walk.
Who's the next one to go past?
I'll be in the front line as well.
Robert, you walk past unaccosted. Eodos, Ken, and Taz. Or actually, no, it's just Eodos because it's just the one because it's DC 19. As you walk past, actually, it would be whoever walks next. So it's either Eodos or Ken. That's my bad.
I mean, Eidos is normally a frontline guy, so he's probably following behind Robert.
Okay, so
So probably gonna be Eidos next, unfortunately.
It's probably Hibisia and Jaeger, and then Robert right behind, and then Eidos, Ken, Taz.
kind of narrows his eyes at Eodos, and he shouts up, "You've got another one! How many of you? What's going on?
Stop asking.
there's something wrong here. There's something going. No, we need to. Yeah. He kind of like reaches up one hand to signal for them to close it up. The gate at this point is already about 7-8 feet open because it's just this massive door that's swinging open, and he starts shouting back, "Close it up! There's something else going on here."
I'm gonna say, can we use hold person or anything on him
Yeah.
beforehand?
What do you guys want to do?
I mean, if you say close it up, yeah, in Infernal, just for the hell of it, yeah. Go ahead, close it up. We'll see you on the other side. Either just gonna walk on through.
You just while it's
Wait.
closing, just going through.
Yeah, just walk
Okay.
on through.
Yeah, it does not move quickly, and as you move away from him, he's like, "No, stop! Come, don't!" Oh. And then the other two go past, and he kind of, as Ken goes by, kind of bringing up the rear just in case Taz doesn't get accosted. You hear him go, "Well, at least the rest are all above board. I hope this doesn't bite me in the ass." And he goes back to his post. You guys managed to make it into the Githyanki sector of the city.
That could have been a lot worse.
You get in, walk for probably about 5 more minutes before the silent image needs to be recast. Where are we heading now?
This is going great so far.
Well, we need to find that courtyard/building.
Yeah, just
So,
I assume it's somewhere in the middle of town. Just keep heading towards the center.
it's this big like castle in the center of this district that it dwarfs any castle you've seen on the material plane.
Can we see it from here? Just how tall it is?
It spires over the whole center of the city. You can see like the top spires of it. Over all the other buildings, and like I said, the buildings here they're nice. They're well kept. They're old, and there are architecture styles here that you've never seen before. Like buildings with doors that are full circles instead of the rectangle or ovoid shape that you're kind of used to. But yeah, it's pretty easy to gain your bearing once you're into the central district here. As you step through the door, though, Jaeger, you hear in your head, "Morning, buddy. Hope everything's going well there. Been a day since y'all left, so just keeping you apprised."
Alright. Yeah, he'll answer back. Just fuck. 1 day already. Alright. Thanks. Shit. I'm gonna have to actually type this out because I only have 25 words.
Yeah, it's just you could do it
But
looser if you're trying to specifically.
Yeah. I tried to loosely inform him that there's cult activity out here as well.
Sounds good. All right. Well, as you guys make your way towards the castle in the central courtyard, who is leading the way through?
Probably Jaeger now.
Yeah, get Yankee.
Okay. Go ahead, roll me a survival check, Jaeger, and everybody else roll me a perception check.
Okay. Does this have to do with not getting lost?
It does.
Okay, then I cannot be lost.
That's right.
With
favorite terrain here.
Yeah.
And urban is also in your favorite terrains?
I mean, we did Astral Sea.
Yeah, I think
Or
that
the
pretty much
Natural
just sums this up.
Explorer.
This is where you were. Okay, yeah, okay, got it. That's fine. That's Ranger. Cool. So as you follow Jaeger, he leads you through winding streets. Everything in here is very organic. It's not straight roads that meet in like a grid pattern. It's these weird branches that will come into a central like fountain area with clear water flowing, and buildings in every direction around it, and roads going off in 6-7 different directions. You go through a few of these different courtyards and squares and walk for a long time. It feels like a really long time. This city is huge. At one point, you do step into a courtyard, and the first one to notice it is Robert. Can hear the shouts from the distance of what sounds like some sort of auction. The voice is deep and bellowing and powerful. Jaeger also would have heard that.
I assume he knows what this is and kind of just like ignores it.
Jaeger would know that it's a slave auction, from what
Yeah.
he can hear, and Robert can tell that the voice seems to be coming from a pit fiend or some sort of other very large devil. Do you guys do anything as you approach this central square? There's a round fountain in the middle. A group of Githyanki gathered on the far side of the square with what looks like 3 figures kind of up on blocks and chained to, to manacles to hold them into these like displays. One of them is what looks like a human. There is a satyr here that Hibisia doesn't recognize personally, but recognizes the species from the Feywilds, as well as a golden dragonborn that are all kind of like, they're all wearing heavy rags. They look like they've been beaten, and they're barely holding themselves on their feet, but they are standing and chained to these platforms. Do you guys do anything or just press on? Jaeger kind of just starts leading you on and past.
I mean, Yudis doesn't even notice, so he's definitely just going to keep on walking.
I mean, there's nothing we can do without causing trouble, so.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unless they are your friends up there, we move on.
Right. About another 4 recastings of Silent Image pass, and you find yourself stepping into. Let me see how to do this one. You find yourself stepping into another one of those clearings, encampments. This one, the fountain in the center is square. Looks like it was built maybe in a different time period. It has different iconography and symbols on it. And as you step into this square, you see a group of Githyanki approaching you from the other side. As they approach you, they hail you. Greetings! What brings you to this part of the city?
Do you have any ideas what you're going to talk about, or do you need help?
Well, you're in the front, Jaeger.
Yeah, he kind of like looks over at Hibisia and asks the question in your head.
Well, I mean, are they motioning to me, or are they motioning to you, Jaeger?
And the whole group as a whole. It's just sort of a question, just 2 groups of patrols meeting on a road.
Just say new recruits for the cult or some shit.
In Gith, Jaeger will step forward. We have new recruits for higher ups.
Be a deception at advantage, since you are speaking literally their language.
I think I'd be better at this, but not really.
You miss Rose.
Yeah.
It's there, and then the one in the front, looks like a woman with dark brown braided hair that just comes into this massive bun on the back, and then trails out in this sea of braids. She's wearing what looks like some kind of half-plate armor, and steps forward. Why are you lying to me, friend? And then she's going to also investigate you.
We're just supposed to meet the red cloaks.
These guys don't have very high investigations, but that is a 21.
Oh my god.
Okay, all right.
She
Well,
narrows
he
her
just, like,
eyes.
Takes a step back, looks at, or like turns to the group.
No, we have intruders! And she turns back to her group, and we'll probably, because I was going to try to end it around 11, but here's the map. This square is kind of like the square you guys would be in, and then since you've already seen them, this is the group of the Githyanki patrol that is kind of like moving through the streets. So you guys are stepping in here. So we can either pick up here next week, we can do this battle now, but they have seen, at least through Jaeger's illusion, it's up to you guys.
I gotta go to bed.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
kind of what I figured.
Yeah.
It was getting late for you guys. So next week we will be back to our Saturday schedule starting at 7:30. Oh my God,
Yay.
it's gonna be so nice to not have everything chaotic. And we're gonna be able to do Strahd tomorrow. With
Yay!
you guys having, I cannot believe how many 19s I met. Like I thought that would be a great solution for Taz. Like when I was going through Taz's spells, she's all about blending in and hiding amongst people. So I was like, seeming, yeah. And then when we got to this point, planning, I was like, God, she's gonna be so helpful. And it just made it complicated.
We're real good at blending in,
Yeah.
apparently.
They were good attempts. They were. It was just every time that that her insight was a 17, and that's all it takes for them to just narrow their eyes and do an inspection, and then once the illusion's inspected,
you can see through it, yeah.
you can see through it, yeah.
See, we should have just burned down the entire town.
Yeah. Well, now you're here. You guys got through the gate without killing anybody. You didn't have to climb over the wall. You didn't have to do anything, dangerous or untoward. You didn't fight the pit fiend. I so wanted you to fight that pit fiend. He'd fuck your shit up. Oh my God. But it would be entirely because the correct decision in that instance was to not engage that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna put you guys on that map so you can see, because I had it ready. I never assume.
I will say, if Aureus was there, he definitely would have tried to intervene, and that would have caused problems.
Yeah, like Jaeger wasn't gonna stop you guys if you wanted to go after them, but he knows that this happens a lot.
This is just a daily occurrence here.
Yeah.
Of course, I fixed the one token for Ken, but I never fixed the others. So as soon as we left the bar, he was using his older one. His new heart. But yeah. All right. Well, is there anything anybody wanted to end off on, or?
No.
All right.
No, not really.
Cool. Well, I'm probably gonna stick around, make a snack if anybody's staying on voice chat. But hell yeah, first steps of the journey to finding Rose.
You're welcome.
Things are going great.
So have a good night, guys.
Take it easy.
Feel better, Kyle.
Thank you.
Oh man.
I still have to stay up because I'm still working on or doing laundry.
Ooh.
So I can have work clothes tomorrow.
Yeah. I hear that.
It was useful, I suppose.
That fight with the Abishai, that
It was going so well until it was going very poorly.
the entire time I'm sitting there like looking at it like they surprised them. No, because dude's in there invisible, and that was how I planned out the encounter. Dude, I need to remember blindsight because so many of you have it.
Yeah, me and Robert have it. Yeah.
So it's important enough that I need to remember it mechanically. What'd you say? You still have
Aurora, what did you say? Come back.
He left.
Come back.
Come back.
Alright.
I was also expecting you guys to like knock out one of the cultists and interrogate them because they'd have the answers you needed, but you interrogated the guys they hired. You got the hired crew.
Yep.
Yeah, I was hoping I would get the killing blow on one of them because I would have just ripped their spirit out, and then we could have just got yes or no's to questions we needed answered.
Mm-hmm.
But they got all like smushed very fast, and then Jaeger got paralyzed, so that was kind of a bigger problem.
Yeah, I started getting actual murdered.
The Orthon can only do that once a day, and like I was so confused by the way this character sheet is laid out because it just does not make as much sense as the others. Apparently, he should have been able to do his crossbow, and then the crossbow is what like he had to hit with the crossbow and then do the paralysis, and like there were paralysis arrows. and I didn't realize that. But
I mean, you probably still would have hit me anyway, so it's all
yeah,
good.
you know, plus 9 to his hits.
You gotta roll a 10.
Yeah, it wasn't. He would have also had advantage because he was constantly bonus action. Invisibility is silly.
Yeah.
But it also ends if he's hit by an attack, which is unique for invisibility. Which I was like, oh, okay. That
Only
ended up
unique?
being, huh?
Only unique?
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen. Usually, invisibility doesn't end until you take an action. Like, it has to be
Yeah.
your intent to break that invisibility. If you just take damage, usually you just like arc away from it and take damage, but maintain, unless you lose concentration. But for it to just drop,
It's like, nah.
oh man, that freaking that abyssal dagger. I was half expecting Iedos to try to be like, give me your knife.
I mean, the thing is, the Fate Render is my pack weapon, so I literally can't do it to any other weapon now.
Yeah.
It's one and done. So I absolutely would have tried to take his weapon from him, but it's sort of spoken for.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's unfortunate it's not like the Eldritch Knight where you can have 2 and have some options.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
unless you want to bake it into Fate Render that it doesn't occupy the soul slot.
You know, I might, because it is supposed to be like an epic level boon, and it would make sense. The fact that it negates one of your class features is not the intent I was going for. It was an unexpected interaction, so I'd say it, because it was an upgrade from the Oni Glaive, and the Oni Glaive was your packed weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oni-chan, yeah. I'd say it wouldn't use your packed weapon. In that
Oh
case.
yeah, then maybe I'll pick up a random demon weapon out here at some point.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this thing was 2d4 plus 6 slashing on a hit, and then a DC 17 con or take 4d10 poison damage.
Ooh, yeah. You know what? maybe we need to track Saren down and take his fucking. His dagger would be like a sword for me, but you know what?
Yeah, it'd be like a longsword, but yeah. That was crazy. That was when you rolled that persuasion, because it's literally a part of their stat block. I'm gonna let me see, where's the so it says Orthons value the challenge of the chase and the thrill of one-on-one combat above all else. An Orthon's first loyalty is to its Archduke, but if it has no immediate assignment, which this one did not, an Orthon might work for anyone who offers it the promise of a worthy struggle against a lethal foe. Because they travel widely, Orthons are unequaled as guides through the layers of the Nine Hells. So when you were like, come work for us, it was the beginning of a good conversation, and then Robert threatened him, and he's like, okay, well, you should listen to the one in the back. He knows how to actually do business. And then Jaeger stabbed him, and he's like, rude.
Hey, he was being invisible. He could have just let me fairy fire him.
But then I wouldn't have passed the save.
Well, I mean, it went better than expected. None of us got killed, so that's always a plus.
Yeah, guess how many hit points I had after I got yoked out of existence.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah.
2?
9?
I had 4.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you go over
Yeah,
max
you're
when I
healed.
you?
Yep.
By 1, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. You healed me pretty much exactly back, like, all of my hit points.
Well,
when you said heal, I was like, that's so effective.
It really is. and like, the sad part is that druids don't get mass healing word, and I was already down like 1 spell slot for 5th level, or I only had 1 5th level spell slot left. So, and I was just like, I should save it for something, but I don't know what. And heal was the only one that seemed plausible.
I appreciate it.
I will say the charges that you gained from the heal are gone though. They
I
do
know.
after an hour, I'd say probably is the nice middle ground there that you can hold them for an hour. But if you like fight and short rest, I want to do an hour just to prevent I'm going to farm charges with a short rest, and then go in with full. Like if you want charges, I'll say it's either you start the battle with half your proficiency bonus of charges, or they last an hour. It's your choice. Yeah. Half rounded down. So it wouldn't be 3 until level 17.
I'll have to think about that.
Yeah, think about it. It's and it can be changed if it's like, this isn't working as well and we are fighting things consistently enough, but essentially it'll be like one of those, if you start battle with no charges, you instead get 2 charges. When you roll initiative.
But would I still accumulate the charges based off of the
spells? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It just gives you a higher starting point so that you have a higher chance of reaching that transformative state and using that. Because you could do
How
one
long
like
would they
heal.
last, or would they still be like the minute or the 10 minutes, or
it'd be 10 minutes. It'd be at the end of the battle. Yeah.
I feel like the starting with some would be helpful because, like you said, that would give me a better chance of reaching what I'm hoping to show.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think half your proficiency would be good for right now because that gives you 2 to start with, and then you can do not your highest level spells, but one of your higher level spells to give yourself enough charges to in a single turn, then get to that transformation.
Yeah.
So if you need to, it's easier to get to. Okay.
Oh, we took a short rest. I get my wild shape back.
Yes. Oh man, what are we gonna do tomorrow? What are we gonna do?
I mean, we were just introduced to a new person, so.
Yeah. Earth actually gets to play this game.
Yeah. I just like, I guess we go into the door, right? We have to keep pushing on. We have to figure out what to do with Carter's body.
Yeah, we need to give, so Des wants at least like 1 day, and then if it doesn't work, then we're gonna send Rictavio back, I guess.
Sparky will be there to escort him.
Yeah, with Carter to bring him back to the inn.
So that Craig
and
can
then
deal with trauma.
Yeah.
He might not even be there when you guys get back. Yeah, he might just get his bag of holding back together, take his infusions back from Carter, because Carter had all of them.
I have one of them.
You have one of them. You have the armor, which he'll leave for you.
Yeah.
But get a bag of holding, put Carter's body in it, and he might just hike up the mountain on his own.
Oh boy.
You know, like, that man's definitely rethinking a lot of decisions that he made, and the Umber Temple.
Wasn't it for that paralysis, dude?
Yeah.
Those things would have never gotten me.
Nope.
Because even though it hit me, if I wasn't paralyzed, that would have been no problem at all. But the fact that the paralysis sank in, and then there were like 5 of those motherfuckers. And I gotta tell y'all, dude, when Chekhov moved my token out of that map, there were so many more enemies than even what you guys saw.
Oh no.
Yeah, I believe it.
It was terrifying. It was like a nightmare scenario. That was why I said spoopy out here, because good lord.
No, I don't want to die. I mean, it felt awesome fighting the shit out of things with Eris, but I'm also really low on resources because Paladin really strong at the start of the day, but as the day stretches on, all your shit
That's
go bye-bye.
about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw another one of the things that one D&D is messing with. They changed the wording on long rest, so now anything, like any combat, doesn't matter if it's like a 1 turn you kill something, it completely invalidates however long you were resting. So even if you were at 7 hours and you start a fight, you have to redo the full 8 hours.
Doesn't make any sense. What? What?
Yep.
No.
Any combat, because before it was like any combat past an hour would stop the long. No, now it's any combat or an hour's worth of strenuous activity.
Interesting. So I think it just used to be the hour's worth of strenuous activity, which combat is strenuous activity. So that's
Weird.
Yeah, I just like a lot of the things that they're making changes for, they strike me as changes designed for a video game. They're designed to create a mechanical, non-flexible structure that you can smash against. And the thing is that when you're playing in a cooperative storytelling game like Dungeons and Dragons, that puts the impetus of being the bad guy on the DM.
Yeah,
And
like making those calls is almost making it adversarial. It's like it's turning it into players versus DM instead of like a cooperative.
Right.
Yeah, it's so crazy because like so much of it, even the like, I want to try doing this. No, you can't try doing that because your character is absolutely
Not allowed.
literally not capable of it. So I'm not going to let you roll. No, you can't have a partial success with a good enough roll. It just can't happen because if you do roll a 20, then I have to say that that is an absolute success. And yeah, that could be even sketchier. It's just
right? It's such a bummer, dude. Because even if we can't succeed at something, I like how you and Chekhov do. How
Yeah.
there's
Let's
at least
try.
something that can come from it, even if we can't accomplish it. You still feel good if you try something you know you probably are not going to succeed at, and you manage something. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the intent I like to push for is like, you guys, I'm gonna jump onto a ballista bolt and shoot myself through space at the alien ship. I mean, like, in one D&D, that'd be like a, what are your strength scores again? And you have a -2.
No,
No,
you
you
can't
can't
do
even
it.
try. You can't. No, don't even try. You okay? Maybe you can do it. You try. It's like that doesn't feel as fun as okay. As the bolt goes, whang!
Sure.
Everyone roll me a strength saving throw because yeah. Yeah, it's like, and like I was talking to Gina about it. I like some of the changes. My favorite is backgrounds. Backgrounds
Oh
being,
hell yeah!
oh, it's so good.
And
I like,
honestly, I like the spell list being kind of focused into the trees, but not limiting it based on your class. That seems fucking rad.
and the classes will have their own independent spell list as well, but it's going to be so much smaller. Like Warlock, Eldritch Blast type thing, like very specific things. Sorcerer, Chaos Bolt, really nuanced ones will be in their own little tiny list. But yeah, they're just going to Divine, Primal, and Arcane. It's much better.
I can't wait to see what how the classes are shaped in it. You know, because just from the backgrounds and the spell list, that means they basically have to overhaul a lot of the classes. And I can't wait to see what potentially dope or messed up things come out of it.
I agree, and it is really cool. I like getting new stuff. I like getting the new options and everything. It feels interesting, but everything that we were told going up to this point was that it was going to be backwards compatible. And if they change the classes too much, if they change the base fighter, what's that going to do for something that comes out of like Tasha's or Echo Knight? You know, like how is it backwards compatible? A lot of people have said until we see a monster's stat block, a social encounter, and class, growth up to like level 5, we have absolutely no way of gauging how the game will play.
Yep, especially not backwards compatibility wise, because it's kind of like how 3.5, a lot of people took that and also mixed it with Pathfinder to build it, and it's like it almost seems like they're going to have a middle ground, because all the changes that we've seen so far don't seem like they mesh with the existing 5e. So it's essentially going to be like you pick this or that. And
maybe they're trying to create a second tabletop to run concurrent to 5e. Like they know that the current 5e fan base is probably not going to switch over to this, but to try to make this as another option, maybe that's why they're trying to make it more adversarial, like 4e was in original D&D. because that was what it was. It was very DM versus players. That was Gary Gygax's initial, like, the DM was supposed to be trying to kill the players, and the players were supposed to be trying to destroy the DM. Like, that doesn't sound fun to me, though. I like throwing challenges at you guys.
Maybe that would be fun, but I don't think I would like constantly trying to one up you, or you constantly trying to stomp us down. You know?
No, that
just seems, I don't know.
You know, in a one-shot fighting, let's say, an ancient red dragon with buffed up AC and HP and attacks, and it's really just a mechanical red dragon being piloted by a kobold that's legitimately trying to kill us. That's fun.
Hell yeah.
But
I was definitely trying to murder you.
yeah.
Hey, like that first blast almost did.
I'm sitting there looking like it's a dragon, guys. We know it's a dragon. We're clumped up. Why are we doing this? Retsuko wouldn't know. Oh no! Here we go. But yeah, it just, I don't know. There's a lot about it that it just seems to fly in the face of the philosophy that the game has boomed under, and it's like this is what places like Critical Role brought to the game, was this epic level storytelling where we craft these emotional and impactful stories with fun dice rolling and mechanics and consequences and, you know, everything. And I don't know. It seems to take a lot of the control away from the DM, and maybe that's the point. Maybe it's so that DMs don't have to be like, well, that's just what I decided because that's what I wanted, and can be like, well, that's just how the game plays.
Yeah, it seems weird. I'm sure not all of it's going to be bad, but so far these early things seem kind of sketchy.
Yeah. The freaking like Ardling Azamar thing has been great. That's been the recent thing people have been complaining about on the memes subreddit, with like how much people liked Azamar as like a racial option, the aesthetics of it, how it looked and everything, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna take all of the quote unquote lore of Azamar, apply it to this new race, and change everything that you liked about it.
Animal head. How do you
Right.
like?
So
How do you?
annoying.
Yeah. Animal heads and no wings. Fuck your flying.
Yeah, I know.
How do you feel about being a Jaffa?
No.
Because that's what it is. There's silly ass helmets that just look like a snake head or a bird head. It's crazy.
No.
And then
even if you pick a bird type thing, you still can't fly or
Still
use your
can't fly.
wings in any way.
No.
Honestly, I feel like that's coming from that place where people are just super gung ho on flying just being broken, and they're trying to like get ahead of it. But sometimes broken shit's just fun to play with, you know?
Right?
You know how you
it's not
balance
like it was
something
that
that
bad.
flies? You hit them hard enough that they fall to the ground.
Exactly. and like the Azamar's flying only lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like it's anything.
It's not
drastic.
like the owlets. It's not like the Aarakocras. Like.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was it. Is they had to remove it from Aarakocra, but the Aarakocra are just part of the Ardling now. Like technically, in Aarakocra, the bird-headed type half-animal creature is just Ardling. And I'm sure that they got rid of that to get rid of the cheeses, like, you know, a level 2 fighting a Tarask and staying out of its range.